go to break right now. Wow.
I'm going to hear this song for 350 days at least. 340. Sad.
338.
Jeez.
Yes.
Say me yes.
I'm sure now even you know what the song is, Terry, after 3 weeks of non-stop college basketball action leading up to last night's dramatic conclusion to the NCAA championship. The Memphis Tigers are your champions. Oh, no, wait.
Yeah.
They couldn't close the deal.
Oh.
They... What? You think I'm overstating it?
No, they couldn't.
They choked.
Oh, I know.
That's the prime example. Ever need a definition of what choking is?
Yeah.
This is as clear cut a choking experience that any team in sports on the grand stage has ever had.
Do not disagree at all.
I mean, it's not Buckner through his legs, but it's like real close. They had it. They're up by 9 with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Make a free throw somewhere down the line. And they choked. Do you know how much money changed hands? Do you have any idea?
No, I don't.
The millions of dollars that changed hands when dude on Kansas, Mario Chalmers, hits the three-pointer at the buzzer in regulation to send it to overtime, which then had everyone, including Memphis, knowing that Memphis had no shot. It was going to be Kansas. That was going to be your national champions. Do you realize how much the point spread changed in Vegas? That swung the point spread because Memphis was favored by 2. They were winning by 3. Mario Chalmers misses that shot. All the people that bet Memphis win.
Right.
Now all the people that bet Kansas win. Forget about that. How about all the office pools, the brackets? It always comes down to, well, if Memphis wins, this person in the office wins. Well, if Kansas wins, then this person in the office wins. Well, a lot of people last night had money that they thought was in the bank go to someone else in their office. There's going to be a lot of jabbing going on in the office place today.
Definitely.
More than usual.
Love it.
You have an example of that, don't you?
Yeah. A buddy of mine when he got second in a pool of 350 people, Memphis wins. Ooh, and I texted him when the guy hit the bank shot. Hey, congrats, you're going to win, dude. You're up.
So how much money was he looking at?
I don't know, $1,500 or something.
Holy cow.
Whatever.
So your friend would have won somewhere between $1,500 and $1,000. $1,000 and $1,500.
For a $25 entry fee, yes.
Oh, jeez.
If Memphis, a $25 entry fee, so
good return.
So a return of like some odd 100%.
Yeah.
Almost 1,000% or more.
Yeah.
And all he has to do is have Memphis just hold on.
Yes.
And win a game that was so over.
And I haven't heard from him, so I think he thinks it's my fault since I texted him congratulating him.
You jinxed him.
Well, when the dude banked in the shot, the three-point shot,
Yeah.
that went off the glass, which is usually considered a lucky situation.
Right.
It was like, it was over right there. Even Memphis stopped playing at that point. That's the problem. They stopped playing.
Yeah.
That was a sign, right? Don't you think? That was a sign they should have won?
That's usually considered a sign.
Thank you.
It's meant to be.
Right. How do you lose when guys are banking threes?
Well, you just found out last night. That's how you lose. You stop playing. You don't make free throws, and you have this deer in the headlights look.
Right.
And you lose before you know what hit you.
Yeah.
And your national champions are the Jayhawks. Oh, only 8 minutes to go.
And then I says to the guy.
Wow.
So, with 3 minutes to go, if I give you Memphis -1, you'd bet everything you have on it.
Oh, that's rich. I mean, you win every time. I would have given you 100-1 odds.
Unbelievable. Nope. Couldn't cover.
2 minutes to go. They're up by 9.
Right.
2 minutes and 12 seconds, I think it was exactly.
Right. I'll give you Memphis -1.
Yeah,
I'll take Kansas.
I would say, just give me a buck if Memphis wins, and I'll give you 100 if they lose.
Right.
100-1.
Unbelievable.
Especially in this kind of game.
Right.
Choke City. If you're
one free throw.
I mean, I feel bad if you're a fan of the Memphis Tigers who followed them all year long and you were dancing. Their fans were dancing. It was over. They were showing the parents of the hot ass freshman who's going to the NBA probably and didn't look like he even cared when they lost.
Rose maybe.
Yeah. It was over, and they blew it. Or maybe some of you didn't even watch it.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Okay, how do I stop this thing?
I'd probably hit that too.
Right there?
There you go. Wow.
Yeah, but not going to go to break?
Vinny's going to have to go fix something.
Oh, okay.
I guess not. Might as well let it play.
Hey, but when we come back, we'll have the Masters talk all day long.
Oh,
That's coming up in a couple days. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I'm seeing the commercials for that already.
Oh, they're hitting that so hard.
Are you going to take anything that's left in your betting account and put it on some Masters picks?
Oh, love Pavel.
Yeah, that lightning doesn't strike twice like that, trust me.
It doesn't even strike once.
It struck once for me.
Okay, that's right. It did. I forgot.
I have 50 to 1.
50 to 1. All right, I remember.
He's talking about Tari. And I think you might remember.
Yeah.
It was 1999.
Oh,
I was with you when you made the bet.
What was that?
I was with you when you made the bet.
That's right. You were with me in the Imperial Palace when I made the bet?
We went over there because we liked the handwritten and we thought it was a...
No, I thought that was years after. I thought I
You and I walked over there. I swear I was
No, I remember walking over there with you for other Masters, but I don't think I made the actual 1999 Olafable bet with you. I thought I remember being alone, and then after I won, you were like, oh, let me check this out.
I wanted to know that action.
1999, Terry. I walked over to the Imperial Palace. I check out the odds for each individual golfer in the Masters, not even knowing all that much about golf. But I knew a guy named Jose Maria Olazabal. And I knew him because I had to do a sports report on him in college and couldn't pronounce his name to save my life. I had to, work on it for days just to say Olazabal.
It is spelled with a Z.
Yeah, it's spelled with a Z and a TH and all that crap. I don't even know what's in there. But anyway, yeah, it's spelled with a Z, yeah. I was like, So I put a C note on Olazabal. And I knew he was a really good golfer, and I just had a feeling, and blah, blah, blah. And I just, incredibly intuitive. And, yes, 50 to 1, $100, $5,000 if he wins the Masters.
Wow.
And what happens in the 1999 Masters? Oh, that double. I was walking around the offices for 4 days. For 4 days. Yeah. Pissing people off. Oh, that double. Double.
And you got the win.
Just annoying people. Worth every penny of the $5,000. Even if they didn't pay me. Just the fact that I walked around for 4 days. He led from wire to wire. Beating out Tiger Woods, Terry, beating them all out.
Yes.
And ever since then, I try to... Well, a few years after that, I stopped doing it, but I would always take one player to win the Masters at around that same odds, and lightning just doesn't strike twice.
Yeah. I'm going to give it all back doing that.
Well, I'm not even close to giving it back, but are you going to bet anyone or no?
I'm thinking about going with Phil Mickelson this year.
Phil? Well, you get 2 to 1 on Phil Mickelson, 5 to 1 maybe.
Yeah, might get a little better than 2 to 1.
Give about 5 to 1, 6 to 1 maybe.
You want me to take it longer, like Fred Couples or something?
You got to take someone at least 30 to 1.
30 to 1 with Tiger and Mickelson?
Wow. That's what I did. Mickelson and Tiger in there when I took, lot double. Look, last year the guy who won, I didn't even know his name.
But 99 Tiger, that's who you're getting.
Nobody remembers the guy's name who won last year. It was an unknown.
Joe Ogilvy, that's my pick right there.
All right, salon perm?
Yeah, no, Ogilvy home perm, actually.
Okay, this isn't working. Oh, there you go.
The T-Man Show. Happy 17th birthday, Jamie Lynn.
Oh, wow. I didn't know she was 17. Let's get her to the altar immediately, Terry. She's going to be an old maid. She's going to get married quick.
Yeah.
Jamie Lynn. Was it yesterday or today? One of these 2 days. Yeah. She's celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to Jamie Lynn Spears.
Special day.
I think her child's already past her age. I haven't even been born yet. You do the math. Yeah. Anyway, happy birthday, Jamie Lynn.
Right.
How are you this morning? I never even asked her. Are you doing well? You
I am.
A little velour sweatshirt outfit on there?
Sure.
That's always a winner.
Always.
What material is that, would you say?
It is, velour. I don't know.
Wearing velour?
I guess.
Feel that, Stan. Grab her.
Oh, it's definitely...
Reach out and grab her.
She's definitely a gangster from New Jersey. With the velour sweatsuit on.
The velour sweatsuit on. It is velour. Wow. Look at you.
What?
You're wearing velour.
Okay.
People like to cozy up to velour, Terry. Is that what you're asking for? Is that what you're soliciting? Cozy up to me. I'm wearing velour.
Yeah, cozy up to me.
Wow.
Nice and cozy warm. Soft and cushy.
Extra treat for you on Terry Cam this morning. Terry has broken out the velour. Wear velour a lot there, Vinnie the Pooh?
No. I can't remember the last time I wore velour.
Or the first time?
Exactly.
Have you ever worn it in your life?
No.
Didn't think so. Well, it looks nice on you, Terry. It works.
Oh, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And you got it unzipped, I see.
I do. Because I want somebody to cozy up.
Oh, geez. All right, now take it easy. What's going on in the world this morning? Anything exciting happening on a Tuesday or what?
Of course there is. There's always exciting stuff going on.
Oh, so you say yes.
Yeah.
All right.
First of all, Michael Vick apparently is
Are
keeping...
you going right into the news and stuff?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
He's keeping in touch, unless you want to know that there's somebody in the Terry Cam chat room that's under the name of Anti-Rainbow Coalition. So, I mean, all right.
Don't want to know about that.
Okay. Anyway, Michael Vick apparently is keeping in touch with Falcons owner Arthur Blank, and he's happy to report that Michael Vick is playing football in prison while, of course, getting paid 12 cents an hour to do dishes.
A little bit less of an income than he had when he was playing football on the outside.
I would say so.
So Michael Vick is keeping in shape while doing time. He's playing in the prison intramural football league.
Yes.
Got your flag right here, Michael. Come on back. 30-yard line.
Jeez. We joked about that, remember? He was really playing football.
We did joke that he'd be playing on the prison football team, but...
he'd probably kick ass.
He might be doing okay. He may be selected before the last person is picked when they draw up sides.
Right.
Who wants Michael? I don't want Michael. You guys want Michael?
I don't know. What's that guy's name over there? Yeah, we'll take him.
That's Woody Harrelson.
The guy with the teardrop tattoo? Yeah, we'll take him.
Yes.
Yeah, the nice little prison team. I guess they have one at in Kansas, where he's at.
Keeps you in shape, gets you a little fresh air in your lungs. And
sure.
Where is he at? He's
in
prison,
Kansas,
in
Leavenworth, Kansas.
Well, that must be pretty raucous in the prison in Kansas over the past bunch of hours, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of the inmates are born and raised, and we're pretty happy with the outcome of the NCAA championship last night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. They're all happy. You.
Yes. Michael's like, whatever I was screaming for, I'm trying to get some sleep. Got to rest up for tomorrow's game. Got a big game tomorrow.
Jeez.
Where's my paycheck?
All right.
You played 4 hours, and here's 36 cents. Might be 3 hours. Well, we docked your pay because you're smoking. Anyway, very exciting news.
Yeah.
12 cents an hour to watch this. Is good gig.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
I feel better about my little run at the Ponderosa now.
Right.
I made $4.10 an hour. Now, what did I make? About $6 an hour? Something like that. What was minimum wage?
Probably like $5-6 an hour.
Yeah.
Something like that. To scald my hand. Ow! Mm-hmm. Every time I turned on the little hand hose to wash dishes, I'd be like, ah! Eventually I just got numb and just was able to wash dishes the rest of the day. But the first hour, every time I turned the hand hose on, it would spray scalding water in 6 different directions.
Yep.
One, like, straight onto, like, my hand and wrist. I'd just be like, ah! Come on, keep it down in there. Come on, we need dishes. Salad plates. We need salad plates.
Yeah, doing a normal salad plate was all you could do. Then you see a platter come through. I can't do a whole platter. I'll die.
It was never ending, too. Now I know how people feel who work in, like, I don't know, the postal industry. The mail just keeps coming in. It never stops. Just when you think, at home, when you're doing dishes, you get somewhere.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There comes a point where if you do enough dishes, eventually you're going to be done, and you move on with your day.
Sure.
Correct.
When you're washing dishes at the Ponderosa Steakhouse, Terry.
Yeah.
Just when you finished a rack of dishes, they bring in 5 more racks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I'd be like, can you people out there stop eating a little bit?
Or bagging groceries like the day before Easter or the day before Thanksgiving at Safeway.
Oh,
never ending. Dude.
Frustrating. It's just like,
you don't need all that food. Get out of here.
Take me out of my misery. It was just that I remember starting to cry because I was scalding my hands.
Why didn't you? You didn't like the rubber gloves that they provided?
I don't think they provided.
Oh, see, we did.
Rubber gloves cost money.
See, nowadays there's like more of like fear of lawsuits and everything, so they protect their employees a lot more. Back then, they were just like, "Oh, suck it up."
Exactly.
I remember like starting to cry at one point, or like being like, "I'm burning my hand," and like, well, does that mean you don't want to work here? Because you have a choice. You can not work here. You can work here. You take your pick.
There you go.
Michael, I need the money. All right, hose, scald away.
I love managers. Always nice to you.
lunch break, all there is, because it's not like a mall or anything. You can't go anywhere else. You have to eat the Ponderosa food, right?
Yeah, and how do you eat it?
Well, yeah, I started sneaking food. That wasn't like the first week. But then I realized the first week, like, you didn't even get like a free lunch. You had to pay for your food.
But you had a little discount,
Wait a minute,
didn't you?
I work here.
We'll dock your pay. We'll take it out of your check.
Oh, nice.
You want a ribeye?
I
Well,
thought
not
you
really,
at
but
least
it's
got a
all-
little discount.
No, there was like
Really?
Nothing? Wow.
I don't think there was a discount. I think you got to pay full price. But a steak was
Wow.
like $5 there.
Oh, what a deal.
Yeah.
That was a whole hour's work, though. I'll pass. Bring a sandwich. Save my money.
Now, Daniel is calling up because he says his son was taken away by CPS yesterday.
Oh, no.
And he says he did nothing wrong. Do you want to talk to Daniel early this morning about a serious issue that's going on, or what?
Yeah, of course.
Why not?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little. I'm just thinking maybe it's a little too heavy for this time of the morning.
No,
but hey, if Daniel's on the line now, then obviously we talk to him now.
Yeah.
Terry, he's a listener in need, and when listeners are in need,
crazy. I feel
they
bad.
know they can turn to the T-Man. Dan, are you there? Daniel, good morning.
Morning.
How are you, sir?
Bearing with it.
Well, tell me about the situation, and we'll see what we can do here. If any.
Okay, about 3 weeks ago, my son fractured his distal tibia, and he was playing in the backyard. He fell, and he fractured his distal tibia. We took him to the doctor. The emergency room says that there was no, sign of foul play or child abuse or anything. And then we took him to his primary care doctor, and the nurse there called CPS saying, that there was a child abuse issue, and they referred us to another doctor, a specialist. The specialist said the same thing. There was no foul play or nothing like that, no sign of child abuse.
So if all these people are saying there are no foul play, why was your son taken away by CPS?
Just because of the primary care nurse, who didn't even look at him, called, and they came and took my son this past Friday. They took both my kids this past
both
Friday.
your kids?
Well, I mean, is this the first time that you've ever had
time
this? Because
First time ever.
that's interesting. Because I didn't think that just because of one incident.
There's nothing in your file. Do you have any kind of record? Do you have anything that they drew back on that said, all right, we got to do what we think is right? I mean, there's got to be something more than you taking your kid to the orthopedist or the emergency room or wherever you took them, and there being one differing opinion, then all of a sudden you're without both of your kids. I mean, is there anything else that you can point to as to why they made the decision to take your kids from you?
They said that it was because they had a referral from the hospital, from his primary care doctor. So,
but you said the primary care doctor didn't even see the kid.
No, the nurse didn't, right?
Yeah, that's the problem.
I heard that part, but I'm asking you, is there anything else besides that you can think of that had them come to the conclusion and have them make the decision that they should take your kids from you?
No.
Because usually I thought
impossible.
Yeah, it is.
Any social worker will tell you that's the last resort is to take the kids out of the home.
That's like impossible to believe, Daniel. I mean, if this happened to you in the way that you're saying,
it's not even.
It seems like the most ridiculous scenario that anyone is going to... Everyone's going to be fearful of taking their kid to the emergency room if they actually legitimately hurt themselves because they're going to be afraid of them taking your kids away from you now. If what you're saying is true, then there are going to be kids injuring themselves all over the country from this day forward, and there are going to be parents that are going to be unable to take them to any kind of hospital because of what your story is leading us to believe.
Right.
And it's almost impossible to have people out there who are listening say with any kind of functioning mind that this is all there is to it. Is there anything else, Daniel? Come on, be honest.
Well, I tried to pay the bill with a bag of Coke.
I got the doctors. I got the specialists all on my side about saying that it's ridiculous that they even took our kids in the first place. So
when CPS came to your door, and I'm assuming they came to your door?
No, they went to my oldest son's school. They pulled him out of school, and then
they made a specific run to his school. They made a specific event out of going to his school so that they could take him, and there wouldn't be any real incident in taking him into their custody. And you're telling us the only reason they did that is because of one out of like 4 or 5 doctors' reports. The other 4 were saying there was nothing out of the ordinary with the injury. And you're saying just based on that, they went to a school to take possession of this child.
Correct. And
they didn't. Okay.
What's missing here, Terry?
Something is missing
Something
terribly.
better be missing.
Yeah, no, there is, because first of all, I understand them going to the school.
Calling the man a liar. I'm not ready to call the man a liar, Terry.
Well, no. Listen to me.
Yes.
So they go to the school. I understand that. So they just, the principal and everybody just went ahead and let CPS, without asking any question, come in and take the child, which, no, that doesn't usually happen.
No,
the principal has to call the parents, and you sit down and you have an interview.
All right, what happened? What happened, Daniel?
That's not the way it happened. Was they pulled him out of school and to talk to him, right? They sent him back to class, and the school called my girlfriend, and she called me, and she said, hey, someone pulled out our son to talk to him. And I said, well, go down there and find out who it was. You know, that's our kid you're talking about. So she went down there.
She's the mother of the child?
Yes.
Okay.
And she went down there and talked to the counselor over there, and they said, look, we're taking the baby and we're taking the older one too. So,
but in between the injury and the meeting at the school, there has to be a detail or two, if not many more, that is being omitted, because otherwise this is the scariest story anyone's going to ever hear in their life.
Right, okay.
Anyone who has kids who's hearing this story, who hears that you took them to the emergency room, and that, I mean, Daniel, I know you want your children back, all right? And if you're trying to present a case like you would in a courtroom here, Judge Judy says it a million times, all you hear are lies. Hey, here's a time an opportunity. It just doesn't make sense, Daniel.
All right, don't pee on our leg and tell us it's raining, all right? Give us the truth.
Daniel.
Yes.
They just don't go around snatching kids like that. CPS doesn't do that.
I understand that.
Do you have any kind of history as far as drugs or arrests with their warrants, or is there anything that would make this make a little bit more sense to anyone who's listening right now? Think hard.
Well, I mean, me personally, I'm on parole, but
that's a start.
For no type of abuse. For no type of violence. Or child abuse or nothing like that.
So it shouldn't be that.
No.
What about your girlfriend?
No, she's nothing.
Now, are you sure?
She has no record of any kind. You're the mother of the child.
None.
And you're sure nobody, you have never been approached or gotten a call from CPS for an interview or for a house visit or anything in your past? Because usually that's the way they do it. They interview, and the only reason I know this is because I know people who have actually reported family members for abuse, and the children are still in the house.
This is your first association of any kind with Child Protective Services. You've never had any interviews in the past. You've never had any chance to be acquainted with Child Protective Services up to this day in your life.
Never.
Terry, this man is wanting us to believe that everything he's told us is all there is to it.
That makes no sense to me, though.
It's not making sense to anyone listening.
No sense.
To pull the kid out of the home is usually the last resort.
Yeah, right.
They don't just pull kids out of homes. They don't want it.
And not just pull the kid out of the home, but they felt the need to go to the school.
Right, to pull two.
Yeah.
To pull not one, but the other child.
Right.
Daniel.
Yes.
How do you explain why they took the other child who wasn't even, I guess if they're going to take one and they feel there's a threat, they're going to take the other. But,
and also the other thing...
you're not cooking meth in the home or anything, right? You don't have marijuana plants growing in the home?
No.
The other thing, too, when they call the parent, when they call from the school, they generally set up an actual interview. The CPS people will set up an interview and talk to that parent, both parents, if they know the kids live with both parents, to that school. And do a whole interview process.
Daniel, when you asked for an explanation from CPS as to why they thought they were doing the right thing, did they give you any answers?
Okay, the only thing they told me was, none of the doctors told me this at any of the visits, but CPS said that there was a spiral fracture to the distal tibia. Now, at no time did any of the doctors mention a spiral fracture at all.
And what would that indicate, a spiral fracture? What does that insinuate? What does that suggest when a child has a spiral fracture? Does that usually come about as a result of child abuse and not an injury playing around? Or why was that significant?
When I did a little bit of homework on it and checked it all out, and it says that if it's the upper tibia where it's closer to the knee, then it shows signs of child abuse. But if it's to the distal tibia where his is, it has no implication of child abuse whatsoever.
So because just strictly of the nature of the injury, that is commonly a child abuse injury, and even though this wasn't the result of child abuse, they think it is, because that's usually the way those injuries take place.
Correct.
That still isn't enough to me, Terry. That's still,
I agree. It makes no sense.
Even if this is an injury that 99% of the time happens as a result of child abuse, he has no prior record of CPS ever having a sit down with him for any reason. He has no history of violence. Yes, he's been arrested, but he's done what needed to be done to serve time. Is that right?
Correct.
How long were you inside?
2 years.
Was it a drug-related arrest?
Yes.
That could be factoring into their thinking to some degree, Terry.
But still,
maybe it's still not enough.
It's still, no, there's so many, let me tell you.
As Hot Fudge
so
pointed out, a
many.
last resort.
Right.
So even if you're saying, okay, they had the drug-related arrest on the record and this particular injury, and that's why they took the 2 children away and made a special event to go to the school and take the kids out of the school so there would be as little incident as possible.
Well, how old is the other child, the baby?
The baby's 2.
So where did they take the baby from?
Where did they what?
Where did they take your 2-year-old from? Where was the 2-year-old?
He was with my girlfriend.
So
and
they
went to the school to see what happened with the older one.
No,
and we'll take this kid, too.
That makes no sense. Seriously.
No, they're in another car right now.
Yeah, nothing.
Playing video games?
Mm-hmm.
That really makes 0 sense.
Well, that's what Daniel's saying, Terry.
So you have all the, him having all the paperwork from the doctors and everything, that just goes, you would show the CPS, and CPS would have to interview all these doctors. Still, the kids would stay in the home.
The doctors may have told CPS more than they're telling Daniel. I mean, they're not going to say right to your face, "Oh, sir, you're a child abuser." It's obvious.
But still, I don't know this for a fact, but I know that with all the privacy issues with medical and stuff, don't they still have to get some kind of court order or whatever? A doctor just can't expose, they can report it.
I don't know. To see if they feel the child's in danger, they absolutely can. Yes.
Okay, I don't know.
Anyhow.
It's like a teacher can. They actually they have to, and it's not whether they can or not. They actually
they're required by law. If they feel a child's in danger, then obviously it supersedes any privacy laws. Right. They're not going to say, well, the kid's in serious danger, but the privacy laws, we can't do anything about it. No.
Even my wife, who's a teacher, is obligated to report stuff, no matter if she's working or not.
Yes, I understand
no matter
that,
what.
but I mean the medical.
So, Daniel, even though the fact... you say there are about approximately 5 doctors. Let's say 4 out of the 5 doctors said to you that they didn't see any issues. They may have told the police and CPS other things. Have you gone back to question those doctors and find out where you stand with them or no?
Yes.
And they still are sticking with, I can't believe this happened to you, sir?
Yes.
And by the way, I was looking on eMedicine because I did what he did, and he's right. It says spiral fracture of distal tibia unrelated to child abuse. So, I mean...
I thought the injury that happened to the child was...
it's unrelated to child abuse.
The distal tibia, where his fracture is not related to child abuse.
It's unrelated.
And that was the injury that happened to your child?
Correct.
So, when you've now had a week or so to sit down and try to figure out what happened to you in your life here, what conclusions have you come to, Daniel? You know this situation better than anyone. What do you think happened here?
I think the nurse made a wrong decision.
Why would the nurse have a motive to do that? Why would the nurse have, if she didn't, well, maybe, even if the nurse felt she was doing the right thing, if all the other doctors, like he says, and the injury is one that isn't even associated with child abuse, why would that one nurse be taken so seriously that they would strip your life from you?
That's where I'm lost.
All it takes is one complaint, though. They'll take them all serious. That's all it takes.
No, it's got to take more than one complaint.
Not usually.
It's got to take more than one complaint for them to take 2 of your children away.
To actually take them out of the house.
But they have to investigate it.
Well, investigate, fine.
Right.
I have no problem with any investigation
right.
needs to be
and
done.
the interviews and stuff like that, that's all part of it. But they actually, like you said, they took
There's
the
a
children.
big difference between investigating and then going into the school and taking 2 kids, and when the girlfriend goes down to find out what's happening to one of the kids, they're saying, oh, well, you're such a serious threat, we're going to take that other kid, too. That is about as serious as it gets.
Yeah.
CPS will normally look for other avenues to solve the problem before taking kids out of the home.
Well, see, what they said was that since it was a physical injury, that they had to take both kids, just in case it was child abuse, in fact. But it wasn't, and that's where it's all getting twisted up.
And there weren't any, I know you had a past history with drugs that caused you to do some time. There wasn't any new charge as far as drugs that they determined was in play over the course of this situation at all?
No, I'm on parole, so I get tested for drugs all the time.
Mm-hmm. And you've come up clean every time?
Every time.
Well, the Wizinator 3000 purchase has certainly paid off.
Yeah.
But anyhow.
Glad he got it. We sent it to him.
Terry, this, as I said, if what he's saying is completely on the level, which I'm sure a lot of listeners don't believe, but if you are inclined to believe Daniel, and I'm sure a lot of listeners do, then how do you take your child to the emergency room when they hurt themselves and not be sitting there waiting or sitting alongside during the process of examination and not be worried that they're looking at you and worried that the next move is that your kids are going to be somewhere else?
Right.
Maybe there's a stipulation that if you're on parole, there's a different protocol they have to follow when your kid gets hurt.
Yeah, but there are a lot of people on parole.
The thing is they didn't even know I was on parole when they took the kids. They didn't know nothing about me. All they knew was that a child was hurt. They didn't know nothing about my past. They didn't know nothing about that until I told them.
All right, so what's the process now? Have you gotten a time frame on how long or how?
Well, we got court tomorrow at 8:30 a.m.
Oh my God.
So we're trying to get an attorney. We got some of the money to get one for the retainer, but we're trying to come up with the rest.
All right, well, calling us certainly gets the story out there. And where are you living right now? Call the local news station, see if they have an investigative. You know those news.
Yeah, they love
those
this
11
kind of
o'clock
stuff.
news
Right.
love doing the investigation. They usually like doing it from the other side. They don't usually like to help someone who's paroled and stuff. But you never know.
You never know.
They need some
right.
new stories.
Right.
And this sounds to me like an overzealous, over the top. If Daniel's telling us the truth.
Right.
And I hear Daniel's voice, and I know he's got a motive to lie, but I still want to believe him, Terry. And if that's the case, and I'm the news director, I want to follow up on this story. I want to look into this, because this is scary to any parent.
Yeah.
If he's telling the truth, this has got to have every parent shaking in their boots.
Right.
Even if you're not wearing boots. Now, where do you live, Daniel?
San Jose.
All right. Have you called the channel, whatever, news, all the news shows that they have?
No.
Do that. See if they're interested.
Right.
As long as you're telling the truth, do that.
Yep.
All right?
That's why I'm calling you, because I'm telling the truth, and I want it to be known out there.
So, well, and again, so just to clarify, because I'm on your side on this. So when the girlfriend went to the school with your other child, she basically, did she call you up, panicked, freaking out, going, "Oh my God, they're taking our other one too"? Or, because it doesn't. If it were me, I wouldn't be going quietly.
Right. Well,
the children would not be leaving my hands quietly, and you better get down there and everybody sit down and have a nice conversation about this.
Right. No,
Well,
she was very upset about the situation.
You want to put up a fight there? What are you saying? What do you want to do?
Well, but
they're the legal authority. You're going to tell them you want to pull a weapon? What are you going to do? I'm going to fight for your kid? What are you going to do?
Well, of course you fight for your kid, but but you say, wait a minute, what is the whole process?
Oh,
you ask.
We didn't know you were going to fight for him. Okay, we'll let you keep him.
No.
What are you going to do? If they're saying, hey, we have reason to believe the child's in danger, and it is our authority now to take this child into custody. What are you going to do? No. What then?
Well, then, quite honestly,
Fight me to the death here in the hallway of the school? What are you going to do?
Well, I would ask for some kind of give me the actual reasons why you feel this. I want
here
it
they are.
all written down. What have you investigated? Show me all the paperwork. Tell me
That's
how
why
many.
I'm asking Daniel what CPS told him, and he says that
That's what they said that they're doing. That's what this is. This time period is
an investigation.
And while they're investigating, the children are in their custody.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And how long should this investigation take?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I've never been through this before, so I really don't know.
You're going to court tomorrow.
Correct.
So there's a possibility that you may get your children back tomorrow. I mean, an outside possibility, but a possibility, right?
Correct.
Okay, well, we'll have to see where this goes.
Plenty of parents that bring their kids in with broken legs and broken arms and leave with a cast and move on with their lives.
Right.
There's something missing here.
Right,
That's what I said from the very beginning of the story. There's details that have to be missing here. Otherwise, how can you take your kid to the emergency room and have them break their leg and feel confident that you're going to walk out, as you said, with just a cast on your kid's leg and kiss the boo-boos and move on with your life?
I don't think every time.
It wasn't even the emergency room that called the CPS. Like I said, initially the emergency room said to get him fitted for a cast.
Daniel,
so we took him.
You call us back tomorrow after. What time's your court case?
8:30.
All right, good. Maybe you'll be done by 10 a.m. We could find out earlier than I thought as to what the situation is. Maybe before the end of tomorrow's show we can get more details. Probably not, but you get us updated as soon as possible, all right?
All right.
And if you are telling the truth, I'm sorry this happened to you, and it should turn out okay, even though you've already been through way too much.
Definitely.
Take care, sir. I'm up against a heartbreak turn.
Oh.
So is that kid.
Yeah.
And so is Daniel.
And his girlfriend.
If he's telling the truth. I bet you the majority of the listeners don't think he's telling the truth.
You never know.
Maybe his kid said something he shouldn't have. You never know. Kids are kids.
1-866-663-T-Man. Oh, geez. Is that you humming, Tari? Oh, nicely done.
Oh,
yes. Sure, let's cheer it up, Mike. Thanks a lot, Tari. I mean, what was his name we just called in? Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What was his name? Come on. Just called 2 minutes ago.
He did.
Had the big story, the sad story, the dramatic story, the story that needs further investigation, obviously. Mm-hmm. What was his name? Was it Mike?
No. It's,
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that we were focusing on. It
right,
was
the story.
Sure. It was his issue.
Yeah.
And how we're... Pasty, what was his name? Pasty? What? The last guy.
Oh, that was Daniel.
Daniel. It's close to Mike, Terry.
Yeah.
A lot of people listening want to comment on Daniel's situation. I got them from all sides. Daniel obviously is leaving a lot out of the story because CPS would never do that.
Right.
To a guy named Mike, actually, on the line who says, well, as soon as your child is injured, CPS automatically takes them into custody.
Jeez.
And I'm thinking, that can't be right. I mean, what? You're in the kitchen washing dishes, you look out the window in the back yard area.
Right.
Well, Junior just fell out of the treehouse, so I guess we'll be seeing him in about a year, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, too bad for us.
No kidding.
if ever.
As soon as your child gets injured, they take you into custody?
Wow.
Come on. Mike? You sure about this? Mike?
Yeah, I'm here.
It's hard to believe that if you're truly saying what Pasty says you're coming on the air to say, that we could take you really that seriously. What do you want to say, Mike?
I didn't say exactly what.
All right, what do you want to say?
What I said was that there's a possibility if they think that you are the person who injured your child.
Well, yeah, if they truly investigate, and they should investigate when a child is injured.
Right.
But as I said, there's a big difference between an investigation and then the actual act of taking children away from parents. They absolutely should investigate when a child comes in with a broken arm or some interesting bruises or whatever the case may be. I hope they have enough staff to investigate all those situations. A huge leap, though, to investigate and then draw conclusions that this child is in such jeopardy that we have to take him away from the parents. Yeah, there are situations where that has to happen, but it has to have an investigation that leaves very little doubt, if any, that is actually what needs to happen for the well-being of the child. But you understand the difference is dramatic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, they absolutely should investigate when a child's injured. I agree with that.
Well, what's interesting was I remember Dumpy one time. He got investigated because his wife, because somebody, remember at the store,
yes.
he gave his...
That in itself I thought was scary until I heard this story.
Right, but they didn't come in and take the kids or anything like that.
I remember that story. I will remind you all the details. Dump truck guy's wife was at Toys R Us or someplace like it,
that, right.
Target or someplace like that.
Yeah.
And she had her kid acting up in the store.
Right.
So she kind of gave her kid a whack. Not the most violent and dangerous whack, but a whack that any parent who's getting a little frustrated and loses it for a second will give their kid and then regret that they did, I'm sure, to some extent. Even though the child wasn't in any real jeopardy, it's not something that you would want done to your child if you were thinking clearly.
Because it was in public and she just kind of gave him a swat.
It was an attention getter. It wasn't any major deal.
Right.
But some overzealous busybody who was shopping nearby saw what Dumpy's wife had done to the kid and called right then and there. Dumpy's wife had no idea that she was doing it, but called the police.
Right.
And the police immediately showed up at her doorstep within about an hour.
Right.
And they threatened if there's any further incidents that they could be taking the children away.
Right.
Now, that in itself I thought was over the top. Because anyone can understand that I got whacked in department stores.
Yeah, if swatting your kid on the butt in the toy aisle is outlawed, Walmart will go out of business.
This was kind of a whack to the This was kind of a whack to the head a little bit.
Yeah.
Either way.
Smack upside the head.
Put that toy down.
No,
You ain't no toy.
I wouldn't call it a smack upside the head.
No,
right?
it was, I think
on
she,
the butt,
I think,
right?
yeah,
No,
it was
wasn't on the butt. She
yes,
said,
it was.
No, she said it was in the head or something.
No,
it was smack to the head.
I thought it was they were walking down the aisle and she just kind of, because
What are we
she was...
talking about? No, I thought...
Yes, no, that's what,
Well, I remember it was a smack to the head, but all right, whatever.
Either way, she got a little swat.
Yes, and the police were at her doorstep, and they gave her a warning.
Hey, T-Man.
Yes.
A detail that we might be missing about Daniel's case is if the mother shows up with a 2-year-old and she's under the influence of drugs or alcohol, they're snatching that kid.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Could be.
Well, these are details that Daniel didn't tell us. If you think there's something to that, but we asked him. We did ask the question: is your girlfriend in any way any kind of liability in that respect? And he said no. She's got a perfectly clean record, and she doesn't do drugs.
Mean that she doesn't use though.
All right. Well. That's a possibility. There are a lot of possibilities. There's a possibility that when they interviewed the child may have said something like, "He's gonna kill me." Who knows? You never know.
Right.
Take us. This is our only shot.
All right, you never know.
And my sister.
Right.
I mean, anything's possible. But Daniel, we quizzed him pretty hard. And we asked him, we said, hey, you're amongst friends here. Tell us the realities of the situation.
Yeah.
And he said, T-Man, this is all there is to it. So either you want to call him a liar, which I'm sure is a lot of listeners' right to say, hey, I heard him speak and he's lying. Or you take him at face value and you get freaked out that you got to now stock up on splints because if your kid hurts himself riding his bike or whatever, you can't take him to the emergency room or else you could lose him for however long. Got to put splints in the garage. I'll set that for you.
Right.
I got
a manual here on how to set broken bones.
Right,
exactly.
Serious.
Well, how do you not get, scared to death to take your child to the emergency room? Should they fracture their, I remember wrestling with my sister in the backyard.
Oh.
She all right, it was her bedroom. And she broke,
wow.
and she broke her wrist.
Right.
And we took her to the orthopedist, and they did X-rays, and she had a broken wrist, and they set it, and there was no even investigation back in the day.
See ya.
It'll heal in 6 to 8 weeks. See you later. That was it.
Yep.
My mom didn't think about the possibility of losing her.
No.
Now you never know, though.
Mm-hmm. True.
Randy, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello, Randy.
Hey, I'm in Olympia. You guys were talking about how the CPS will investigate. It's true they do investigate, but what's bad is that it depends on the investigator and how unscrupulous an investigator is and how bad they want to make a name for themselves. I had a particular incident that happened to me where I was at work and the kid fell off the bed and jammed her arm. And I was at work until 4:30, and this happened like at noon. Well, I got home, and she was still complaining about her arm, so I took her into the doctor just to check him, be sure, she was okay. And the next day, the family gets a visit from CPS, and the bad part about this is that the agent that was investigating it tried putting words in their mouth by saying things like, well, Paul hit her, didn't he?
Why would they want to do that, though? I mean, you're not some Hollywood star that would make news and they would make a name for themselves, as you said. Why would they go after you like that? What is their motive for doing that, Randy?
Well, I can't answer that.
Well, if anything,
I'm telling you what my experience has been with them, and the particular agent that I dealt with was one unscrupulous individual, because there was 3 people present during the interview, and then the minute they found out that I was at work when this happened, they became very nervous.
Listen, kid, we know your dad's innocent, but we want to railroad him, so we want you to say this. Why would they do that?
Well, I can't explain that.
Right.
Nor am I going to try, because I can't get in their mind. All I know is that they falsely accused me of doing something that I didn't do.
And how long were your kids?
60 miles away.
How long were your kids taken away from you?
When they found out that I was at work, they backed off and they backed out the door.
All right, so they didn't take your kids away.
Because the family pretty stiff fight. And said, look, he wasn't even here, and you're falsely accusing me.
All right, so they didn't take your kids away, which at the end of the day is all that you really care about, right? Now that didn't happen to Daniel. It's a much different situation.
But
it scared you to death. It scared you. The big difference between getting a big scare and having to deal with what Daniel is dealing with, where both of his kids now are in foster care of some sort, and he feels like this is the most ridiculous thing in the world. That's saying the least. I mean, if anything, I thought CPS was understaffed, Terry. I thought CPS was up against it because they can't get all the kids that are actually truly being abused because they don't have enough resources to go and investigate all the situations that they need to investigate. Now it sounds like the way certain stories are being told, that it's a bunch of rogue, railroading innocent people wanting to take their kids from them.
Well, but sometimes you have to understand, because it's so understaffed and there's so much pressure for them, that they have a tendency to get, a little overwhelmed. And it's like, okay, all right, fine, yeah, you're being abused, right? Okay, all right.
We'll take them now and investigate later.
Right.
Yeah, but people hear stories about a kid who dies in a home, and they say, well, where's CPS? Why didn't they do something?
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. They get all freaked out. Well, now you can't blame us for being a little over the top. We're trying to make sure this kid doesn't die at some point. They're in a no-win situation, CPS.
Yeah.
When a kid dies, where was CPS? Why didn't they take the kid?
Melissa works at a hospital, and she has to report and do a little investigation on basically every child injury. Is that right, Melissa?
Yes, it is.
Tell us more, please.
If we see a bruise or any little thing, it's mandatory for anyone to report it.
Report it in what capacity? Just make a notation of it in a chart, or report it to the police?
Report it to the CPS and police.
So
we have to make a whole file and everything.
Even if you are 100% or close enough to being sure that there's nothing out of the ordinary here. Kids fall, kids play rough. There's no reason to even suspect anything. You have to make a report of it.
I think it depends on the person. Personally, me, I wouldn't report it because I have kids.
Did you hear Daniel's story, the guy who called earlier?
Yeah, and for a fracture, I don't think they should have reported it. But there could have been more to the story.
Well, there was more to the story. The mom went down to the school where they were taking the kid away, and they not only took that kid, but they said, you took
the 2-year-old too out of your arms.
Should have left him at home, because now he's ours too.
Yeah.
They would do that to protect the other child. Now, what I know the ER that we have here, they personally will try to take the child separate away from the parents. They'll do any way they can and talk to the child one-on-one.
And then do they also talk to the parents one-on-one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Right.
All right, we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Daniel tomorrow. I have a hard time believing this story makes any sense and can continue to go on as it has. Something will be discovered, or smoothed out.
There's a whole lot more to the story, though, that he's not telling.
So that's your gut. Your gut is you listen to him and you feel like there's a liar in the room.
I'm not saying that because, a fracture, they should not have reported that, but they could have seen bruises, or the child could have said, yeah, my dad hit me yesterday. We don't know what's
The child may have said something.
Innocently, not even thinking.
I don't know. I got all kinds of types now of stories on the lines here, Terry. I got Eric, who says his kid had a scratch on his face. They took the kid from him. I got... What? You want to hear that one?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for calling, Melissa.
Took him?
Eric.
Yeah.
What's your story?
My son was talking back to my wife. My wife popped him one. He got a little scratch on his face.
Oh, so she popped him one. That's all they need to hear is my mom popped me one.
Right.
And he went to the school. The school called CPS, didn't talk to us at all day. And then when my daughter come off the school bus, then my son missed the bus, so my wife went to go get him. And the sheriff department pulled in and said, that's what we want to talk to you about.
Oh, jeez.
So they just automatically that morning picked up my son at the school.
Yeah, well, the term my mom popped me one is...
That's different.
And they arrested my wife for a scratch.
Well,
not a busted arm, nothing.
But the intent was there. The intent was there because the kid explained it as my mom popped me one, and that's gonna certainly open a lot of eyes. So, yeah, the scratch was the result, but it could have been worse because you have a mom who is willing to pop her kid one, regardless of what the result was.
But you got CPS. They don't even check with the parents. They never talked to my wife. They didn't call her. They didn't call me. They just pulled my son in, arrested my wife, and tried to take my daughter.
And the son told the authorities that his mom popped him one, right?
But that's all
there is to it.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
Verbiage, yeah.
I told you, my mom bought a fraternity paddle at a garage sale for the sole purpose of spanking us.
Yeah, I know.
They can make the sheriff's department do whatever they want. They can make the police department do whatever they want.
Yeah, we're having a hard time understanding Daniel's story. We don't have that hard a time understanding this story.
But what I'm saying is a school, a hospital, a nurse, anybody like that, all they have to do is say that there's a sign of abuse, and they can take the child.
Mm-hmm.
There's no saying that you have a hard time understanding. All it takes is this CPS has been badgered so bad because hospitals and nurses have reported numerous times where children have been abused, and they haven't done anything. So now they take parents.
Well, now, there's some good innocent parents.
The parents, they don't even care.
There are some good innocent parents that are going to have to suffer because of all the stories that have come about of why didn't they protect the kid in this home that they should have known there was something going on in there. So now there are a lot of innocent parents whose kids get typical childlike injuries that don't know what hit them when their kids are being dragged away by CPS.
They're in a tough position, though. I mean, better safe than sorry, right?
That's why I say you better stock up on splints in the garage.
Right.
And learn how to set a broken arm.
Wow.
Because who knows? You're taking your chances of not bringing the child home, it sounds like, if you decide to get proper care and go to the emergency room these days.
Right.
Who needs that stress?
I know. It's like...
Yeah, it does look like you've dislocated shoulder. Let me kiss the boo-boo.
Right.
No, we cannot go to the emergency room.
Right.
No.
I know.
All right, listen, we can go on with this all morning, but I know there are other things going on, Terry. We're going to hear from Daniel tomorrow, or as soon as he has any info. He could be one of those innocent parents who is dealing with the repercussions of all these child abuse stories that have kind of rocked the foundation of the parenting and CPS world, Terry.
Yeah.
My mom would be doing a life sentence right now. If that was the case, 35 years ago.
There are a lot of things that went on with our moms and dads that don't fly today.
No. Plenty.
Some suggest that's why a soft, fruity, candy-centered generation of kids are being raised.
Here they are, all the Taylors and Connors of the world.
But that's a whole...
Spencer's.
That's a whole other topic. So,
So the wooden spoon was broke over your shoulder, is that right, sir? Yes, it was.
Yeah, but that's happening to every kid on your block.
Right.
Because this is 1982.
Right, exactly. And you're a smartass.
Yes. I'm going to take that smart ass and beat it out.
There you go.
Now it's 2008, and no wooden spoon is going to be used for anything but making a little bit of batter.
Yeah.
1-866-663 T-Man back at it.
T-Man Show.
A woman is busted for growing pot, and it was her son who turned her in. Her 14-year-old was upset that mom was going to send him to military school for skipping class.
Yeah.
So he called police and told them she was growing marijuana.
She was going to send him to military school, and she was upset with him for skipping class, Terry.
Right.
And he turns around and rats her out to the police.
Her 14-year-old was upset that mom was going to send him to military school for skipping class. So he called police and told them she was growing marijuana. The Kitsap Sun reports that a deputy found 10 small marijuana plants growing in her closet.
Oh, geez.
The woman said she was growing them for personal use.
Yeah.
Deputy says the woman was cooperative and was not arrested.
Not arrested, and the 14-year-old still remains in the house.
Wow. The moral of the story is, if you're going to discipline your kid, make sure you're not growing weed in the home. Make sure you're not, well, that's a pretty specific moral, but there are a lot of things you got to make sure of.
Make sure they don't know where it is.
Yeah, no kidding.
More importantly.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, Mom, I'm going to military school. Really? All right. 911.
Is that the number of military school? Oh, I guess I don't know, but I have something to tell them, too.
You just hit 9-1 and then hold your finger over the 1. Really, Mom? Am I still going? What?
That kid kind of proved, though, that he may need a little military school, a little discipline.
Ratting on your mom?
Ratting your mom out. Come on, you don't rat your mom out.
That's not good.
1 year military school should straighten that out.
Yeah, since she got ratted, now you should definitely go to military school.
Okay.
Well,
man, 10 plants in the closet.
Yes. Well,
Personal use.
Commentary.
Right.
We all.
What's going on in the world that you would like to share with us at this time? Please, Terry, be free.
I have an update for you on Naomi Campbell. Remember, just I think it was last week or the week before, she got in trouble for spitting on a cop in the airport because
spitting on cops is not something Terry takes too kindly to. So she's going to give us a follow-up on what wench Naomi Campbell is, I'm sure. Yes.
Yeah, well, we all know she is kind of really bitchy and stuff.
Well, we don't all know that, but that is the reports.
Yeah, she's gotten in trouble quite a few times.
That's the way the media has portrayed her over recent days, yes. I don't know what's going on in her world. I don't have lunch with Naomi that often, Terry.
Oh.
I'd like to.
But yes, if you believe what you read, then you are inclined to think that Naomi Campbell is kind of a bitchy woman. No doubt about it. Yes.
Right.
She treats her staff or her personal assistant like a dog.
Right.
Et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, she pulls her hair and gets in fights with her.
Well, she beats her staff with cell phones. I mean, she's been sued for that.
That's right.
It's been documented that she does that.
And she's had to go pick up garbage in New York City as part of,
she's been convicted of beating people with cell phones.
Yeah.
If there were choices of items that I had to be beaten with, cell phone is probably top of the list.
How about a Bluetooth instead of your cell phone? Doesn't hurt as bad.
This beating with a cell phone, to me, almost, I'm like laughing my way through it. Especially if Naomi Campbell, I'm sure she's got a little gusto to her being able to hit, but I'm probably laughing if Naomi Campbell's beaten with a cell phone. It's like more laughable than painful.
All right, if you see a chain, a club, and a cell phone.
Right.
Which one? Take the cell phone. One of these things,
I love clubs, by the way. What do you get a club these days? Unless you're a baby seal, you never come into contact with clubs.
Wow.
I always just think of that as a club.
Yes. All right, go ahead. What happened to Naomi Campbell?
Anyway, she's now claiming the reason why she got into so much trouble and had to be that way is because she is black. And so, she told Sun Tabloid, it just goes to show I have to fight for who I am. It's because I'm black. Not because, you were being unruly and all that stuff.
And did you spit on the cop or not?
Right,
So she's admitting she did spit on the cop or no?
Well, yeah.
She's saying she didn't and then she's just being...
She's claiming that she has to act like that. She had to spit on the cop and so on and so forth because she's black.
She was being treated badly.
Yes,
I see.
because she's black, right.
I don't know, whatever. Anyway, what else?
Also, the big Idol Gives Back. It airs tomorrow. Anyway, Ryan, Simon, Paula, and Randy apparently have given their Idol Gives Back paycheck to the charity.
They shouldn't be getting a paycheck for being on that show.
Well,
they're
donating it, so...
You do a charity show, you're not supposed to get paid for it. You're supposed to do it out of the kindness of your heart. Okay, my agent's on the line. If I don't get a raise for this year's Idol Gives Back show, you can forget about me appearing.
Right.
Is that what it's like?
Charity's about me getting a paycheck.
I thought charity shows... I assumed every one of them is done in a volunteer fashion. Even if they're typically getting paid for their idol work, that Randy, Paula, and Simon, Terry would obviously not be getting paid for this particular idol event.
Right.
Because it's all about the check. So they could have kept their checks.
Well, sure, if they want.
You would think they would do it for free, but I'm sure it still works to the benefit of the charity. If they give them each $100,000 to show up, they still make plenty of money.
I'm sure it didn't work out that way, but it just makes no sense that you're paying someone to show up to do charity work.
Right.
Well, there was a story of Jennifer Lopez leaving a charity event because the dressing room wasn't up to her satisfaction. The food wasn't right. There wasn't Cuban food and all that, and she left.
Ridiculous.
So there you go. It's not always about charity.
It's about Cuban food.
It is, usually.
Yeah. Cuban food.
Oh, my gosh.
I asked for a dressing room with Cuban food and a bathroom with great ventilation.
That's right. Didn't get it. Got one. Come on in.
Well,
you guess which one I got.
And the children that you're trying to raise money for would take any kind of food whatsoever.
Right. Exactly.
Cuban.
There you go.
Chinese, Thai.
Edible.
Right. Yeah, anything edible is good.
Regurgitated.
Right. It's my favorite. We started my own restaurant.
Oh, yes. That's going to be quite the delicacy. The regurgitated restaurant.
Oh, today's special's What is that?
Oh, God, that is just...
Bring some blad just for the table. Just for the table, yeah.
No, we'll start you out with something.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Happy hour, half price blad.
Greatest deal in town.
That is the greatest deal in town.
Yes.
Because I don't like paying full price for my blad.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to this day and age.
No.
2 for 1 blad, all that.
2 for 1 blad?
Yes.
Buy 10. Get your punch cards stamped and get some free blad.
Love a nice punch card.
Yes, a lot of punch cards being carried around.
How many people actually turn in the punch card for the free whatever? Like you always start a new one.
A lot of people.
Really?
A lot of people. See, you're high society now.
No, it's not that.
You're big.
I just don't remember to bring it.
And
I'm not too proud to get a free pizza.
You don't do the Subway card thing?
Well, you get points
He's a big
for that.
baller now.
Right,
Vinnie,
big baller.
You'll be there soon enough.
I do.
Look, I'm happy to take a free pizza. Trust me. I just don't remember to bring it every time. I start a new one or I lose them or whatever.
Too late.
All right.
High society.
I'm the high society in this room. All right.
I'm not saying you're the only one. I'm just saying. Say what you are.
Well, I'm telling you, that's not why I just forget to bring them.
I'm telling you don't realize what you are. Understand where you're at.
That's right.
And then
you think I'm too proud to take a free pizza?
Well, if you're
look at me. Really?
If you're ready to open up your blah restaurant, you must be doing pretty well.
That's right.
What else is going on, Terry? Not everyone can just open a blah restaurant on a whim like that.
Yeah, you're right. Not everyone.
Blah. Yes. What I love the all-you-can-eat blah buffet.
I know.
I'll be there today, actually.
What else is going on, Terry?
Oh, my gosh. Anyway, Joey Fatone and Mel B apparently have are going to get a new singing competition show. They're going to be the hosts of it.
Yeah, we're dying for one of those.
See what happens when you're on Dancing with the Stars?
Singing competition show is what the world of television is desperately needing, Terry.
Yes, it's called The Singing Office. It's going to air on TLC. It's expected to premiere in June.
Yeah. They needed some revamped programming on TLC. I've been complaining about TLC's lineup for a long time now, Terry.
It's kind of one of those, apparently, according to the description of The Singing Office, they show up at these offices and kind of do an impromptu singing audition for the offices, so on and so forth. It sounds like it's going to be a barrel of fun.
What's being canceled on TLC, Terry? I hope they don't take the wrong show off.
I don't know.
Because I depend on TLC for my being able to get through the day in a high, entertaining fashion. I didn't even take a couple of seconds to realize what the hell TLC was. It's the Learning Channel?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it's not tender loving care.
I must have figured it out before you guys. TLC.
You had to go to TLC now.
So many channels that you don't even know you have them.
Is that where Deadliest Catch is on? I do like that show. That might be TLC.
That's
The Deadliest Catch? I thought it was
Discovery. Okay, so now I hate TLC. Mm-hmm. That's it. I give him one shot.
I don't think there's anything on TLC that anyone has ever watched in their life. I don't think there's a human being that can say that they know of a show right now on TLC.
Learning. That's for dumb people. That sounds boring.
Yeah,
learning.
If I wanted to go out and learn, I wouldn't be sitting on the TV with my hand down my pants.
That's right. Are they going to show like National Geographic stuff at some point? Naked people or no?
I don't know. I think it's somewhere in the Discovery Channel range of channels. It's like within 10 channels, give or take, of where you find the Discovery Channel in your lineup. I have a very strong feeling that's where you'll find TLC. But other than that, I don't know anything about it. I mean, they try to lump these channels in kind of according to subject matter in some kind of sequence.
Right.
Like the MTVs and the VH1s are always close. And
ESPN and Fox and all that.
And Discovery and National Geographic and all these channels are close, which makes sense. That helps. So I know which blocks to avoid.
Right.
I find myself nearby Sprout and Nickelodeon, Noggin, and a lot of these channels lately. Watching a lot of Backyardigans, Terry.
Oh, love Backyardigans.
Little gay block, you know, Bravo.
Backyardigans, Tasha, Uniqua.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah. And you have all of the little stuffed animals.
Hyphy, you're on the air. Hyphy, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Hyphy? Hyphy in Oakland, can you hear me?
Yes.
Is that your name, Hyphy?
Yeah.
All right, what can we do for you, sir?
I got a punch card for weed, T-Man.
Oh, jeez.
Not true. If there's more stingy people in the world, it's those people.
So your dealer gives you a punch card?
Yep.
Never given it out for free.
Card.
Not true.
Yes, I'm looking at it
Wonder how that evidence would look in court.
Right.
One more, yes.
And how close are you to a free little bag?
Man, I've already got a couple of them, you know. So I just keep filling up these cards, you know.
Good deals in Oakland. A lot of friendly deals and gimmicks for those who are looking to make a purchase in Oakland. You get a punch card, Terry.
Yeah.
All right. You just trying to be cute, or are you telling us, I'm assuming you're just joking around? Okay, yes, the laughter confirmed that. Trust me. Nice job. Good material. Thanks for bringing it on the show there, Hyphy.
I'm sure, though, there are a couple of people out there that would love a punch card.
It's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Well,
I mean, if you're going to have a restaurant.
They don't have to give free stuff.
As I said, it may not be the best as far as your court case is concerned when all your people ratting you out show up with the punch cards as evidence. But... Hey, it could be an untraceable. It could be an untraceable punch card. Yeah, medical. It's all medical these days. Yes. All right. Thank you, Hyphy. Hyphy will be at Giggles in Oakland this weekend, Terry.
Awesome. Front row. Do the one about the punch card.
He's got good material, Terry.
He does.
Drug deals with punch cards. How do you go wrong and not showing up to Hyphy's appearance at Giggles?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Goodness.
You know, I've been coming in for 15 years, and you still measure it to the half ounce.
Wow.
Thank you, sir. Never slide you a free one.
It's unheard of.
Nah.
Callers are saying American Chopper's the show to watch on TLC.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, is that it?
Is that on TLC?
I think so. I don't think they...
It's on my Discovery Channel, too.
Slick Rick, can you hear me? You are sure that American Chopper's on TLC?
That makes sense.
American Chopper made move to TLC like that last year.
Is that Jesse James' show?
Yeah, no, it's the
All right.
Thanks.
No one knows.
I can't remember.
And that's something you watch religiously or what?
I don't watch Discovery Channel.
All right, so there is something for everyone on every channel out there.
Well, the
then.
TLC is home to the Discovery Channel.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, they're all associated.
As I said, they're all in the same family. But
Right.
TLC itself, what shows are on TLC per se that makes TLC a necessary channel, Terry?
I think there's something we're missing.
Yeah, there's something on every channel. There really is. There is an oversaturation of channels.
Yeah, 10 years younger, American Chopper, Big Medicine,
American
Date My
Chopper,
House.
there you go.
Family Guide, Fashion Guide, Flip That House, John and Kate Plus 8, LA Inc., Little People, Big World, Miami Inc., Moving Up.
All right, we get it, Terry. We get the point.
You asked for the shows.
Isn't there a Flip That House and Flip My House?
Yeah, there's a bunch of house flipping.
There's like
shows.
and they're like, but even the titles are like within letters of each other now. There's Flip That House and there's something like Flip My House.
Yeah, there's also Flip You Off, which is a good show.
Now that's a half hour of great entertainment.
Yeah, flip my house in this housing market. Have fun. You should call it Take a Bath 101.
Turn in the keys and walk away from that house.
Right. Let's do that show.
1-866-663-T-Man. Let me go to Kelly in San Ramon. Good morning, Kelly.
Morning.
What's up, baby?
Nothing. How are you?
What are you up to today?
Well, I'm getting ready for school right now, and I'm dreading it.
Why do you dread school so badly?
Because I have the most meanest teacher in the entire world ever.
Just flirt with him a little bit. Is it a male teacher or what?
No, I go to beauty school.
Oh, beauty school. And it's so that doesn't eliminate. Actually, that probably adds to the possibilities of it being a male teacher. It's a female teacher in your beauty school?
Yeah.
You're not about to become a beauty school dropout, are you?
Oh my God. I don't want to be. That's why I'm calling you, because, like...
Your teacher's riding you real hard?
Well, no, he's not even fighting me.
Not yet.
Wait, is it a he or a she?
What?
Is it a male teacher or a female teacher?
Male teacher.
It's a male teacher.
Yeah.
It is a male teacher. And he's bugging you, and he's a pain in your ass, and you don't like beauty school because of him.
Oh, my God, you have no idea.
But what does he do?
Okay, well...
What the hell can he do in beauty school that's bugging you so much?
Well, he always says that to my friend that she's the bottom of the totem pole.
Yes, he does.
Oh, wow.
So you're really calling for that friend in the background more than yourself, is that right?
No.
You're calling for both of you.
He'll yell at me. Like, okay, one time he was going to suspend me for 2 days.
Get yelled at in beauty school?
I guess so.
Isn't there a certain etiquette?
Yeah, press the hair wrong.
Oh, jeez. Wow, pressing hair. I've pressed a little hair in my life.
Did you?
I would think that you go to beauty school, and the last thing you got to expect is to be yelled at in class.
Well,
I guess you can get yelled at in any class.
You have
but
certain
still,
assignments that are due and things
how
like
serious can beauty, not to diminish where you're going and everything, but how serious could beauty school be that a teacher would get so bent out of shape that he starts screaming at his students?
I mean, pretty serious.
Oh, jeez.
It's not going to let anybody cut hair.
I'd be like, aren't there more important things in life than you yelling at me because I didn't iron the hair right?
No, you're holding the scissors wrong, Bob.
So what is she? What is your friend getting yelled at for? What specifically did she get yelled at for recently?
Anything. Like today, I know we're going to get suspended basically because...
We're going to have to call you back.
Yeah, we're going to call you back over this. We're going to get suspended today because I missed a couple of days last week because my aunt was... So it's like...
So you already know that when you walk into beauty school today that you're facing the handing down of the suspension.
Yes.
But if you don't go, you realize why you get in trouble, right? I mean, that makes
you should
sense.
be able to go or not go to beauty school at your whim. You should be able to,
but
they're not going to graduate.
Yeah, they have a curriculum.
But what's the point of suspending her from beauty school? Either decide that it's not for you, either they should tell you, hey, you either got to start showing up, we're going to kick you out. Right. But what's the point of suspending someone from beauty school?
Well, the fact that we won't get our hours means we won't get our license, which means we'll make our money.
All right. All right. How many people are in your class?
Oh, that's another thing I want to tell you. Okay, this teacher is so horrible. The class before us, there was 17 students in there, and only 2 finished.
Only 2 finish. So it's a hardcore, run them out of the class and let the survivors show who they are kind of mentality.
You'll never cut hair in this town.
When I'm done with you, there may be 2 of you left standing.
Yeah, right.
But I'm going to ride your ass all the way.
It's the military now.
I mean, is that what it's like? Is it like a military environment or what?
He makes it that way.
What?
He makes it that way.
He makes it that way. It's just this one particular teacher. You got the luck of the draw working against you. All the other teachers are great, but your teacher is hardcore, so you're up against it in beauty school. Is that what you want us to believe or what?
No, I don't want to to believe it. I want you to know it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow.
You talk to your teacher like that, you're going to be in big trouble. But me, you can get away with it. Anyway, so are like all the girls in beauty school really hot or what?
Oh, my God, you have no idea. It's wonderful being a bisexual.
It's wonderful being a bisexual.
I guess that's a yes.
That's a yes, yeah.
I've always thought that, really.
So, what do you wear to beauty school? What do you got on this morning? Even though you know you're going to be escorted out the door as soon as you walk in pretty much today.
I'm wearing jeans and white shirt.
Jeans and a what shirt?
White shirt.
A white shirt? That is pretty hot.
What are you, the Fonz? Mm-hmm. You know, but if you're sitting there in a chair and then the woman has a razor, you hope that her instructor was tough on her. That was
Right,
teacher, right?
absolutely.
Whatever. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
You don't care, really?
I say shank away. Anyhow.
really.
You owe me money.
If she's hot enough. So, what is your friend wearing?
What is my friend wearing?
Yeah, I hope she's a little more skanked out than you are. What does she got on? Huh?
She's wearing jeans and a black and white shirt, too.
So she's bisexual too, right?
She's actually lesbian.
You guys want to kiss right now for us?
What?
Why don't you guys kiss for us? I mean, you need a little love today after all you're going to be facing. Go ahead.
Go ahead, what?
I want you guys to kiss.
We're both wearing almost the exact thing.
I got what you're wearing already. Are you guys going to kiss or not?
Oh, yeah, we kiss all the time.
All right,
we
kiss.
make out in hot tubs.
I know. Can you kiss? Can you kiss for us right now so we can kind of hear it? I want to hear you guys kiss.
You want to watch us kiss?
I want to hear you kiss.
Oh, my gosh.
Can you guys kiss?
Yeah, we kiss all the time, baby.
I know. Kiss for us right now. Can you kiss for us? Go ahead.
Oh.
I'll see the students here. Don't worry about it.
No
will go late.
Really?
Go ahead. Kiss.
You hear it?
Yeah, let me hear you kiss. I'm very serious.
Mwah.
Whatever.
I can do that, too. Wow.
Lower.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Way lower.
You graduate. All right, hang on, girls. I got to take a break.
If that was the prerequisite for school, valedictorian.
T-Man Show.
The pressure on women to be thin has been widely reported, but some men also fall victim to it. This man was a model before his battle with anorexia, which reduced him to 92 pounds. April Woodard on the dangers of what some call manorexia.
Manorexia, Terry.
I've heard of it.
Uh-huh. Catchy little name.
Yes.
Cutesy little title, manorexia.
Right, they're not a good disease.
Man's 92 pounds. Thanks
Wow.
for clarifying that this would be the non-good disease.
Oh, did she say non? I'm writing it down whether it's
As
good or bad.
opposed to all the others that are usually totally to your benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had looks to die for. A hunky male model with a totally ripped body. A six-pack with bulging muscles and Hollywood good looks.
right, take it easy.
It's frightening to imagine that this is the same man today. Frail
Listen
and
to the music now. Hear the way the music is changed. Do, 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 do.
I thought it was Lionel Richie's Hello for a second.
he had looks to die for.
how
A
upbeat.
hunky male model with a totally ripped body. A six-pack with bulging muscles and Hollywood good looks. It's frightening to imagine that this is the same man today.
Oh, that guy right there?
Frail and
Yeah.
emaciated.
Oh, wow.
Virtually skin and bones. His skin is paper thin.
It's ravaged my body.
Jeremy Gillister is fighting for his life.
I do want to live, definitely.
The 36-year-old from Minnesota weighs a dangerously low 92 pounds.
Yeah, not good.
Jeremy is battling anorexia.
No, manorexia.
Only 1 in 10 anorexics is a man.
Well, I want to inspire
It's that high?
Yeah.
She's making it like that's a low number. I didn't know 10% of anorexics are men. The hell is that all about?
Yep. Getting more and more, rising even more. All the time.
Numbers are going up.
Yes.
The percentage is increasing of anorexic individuals being men.
Yes. And I think it's always been kind of there, but now it's, there's stories about it, and men are actually coming out and saying, yes, I have an eating disorder, and I am, falling into that.
Well, we haven't heard if this guy's come out yet, Terry. So,
Well, but you know what I'm saying, is that they're actually, because men, your little egos don't want to think that you could fall victim to eating disorder.
Sure.
Jeremy Gillister is fighting for his life.
Sure.
I do want to live, definitely.
Well, then start eating.
It's that easy.
Says he wants to live.
Good.
Well, then eat a cracker. Start from there and build your appetite back up. My gosh, how difficult can this be? Well, it's a disease.
Right.
Oh, it's a deep psychological, disorder, but it is tough. It's tough to stomach. Pardon the pun.
Oh, geez.
People that just don't eat it is a little.
I do want to live, definitely.
The 36-year-old from Minnesota weighs a dangerously low 92 pounds.
Yeah, that should scare you a little bit when the scale is only giving you double digits and you're 36 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Either your scale's malfunctioning and you're, missing one of the digits, or you need to start eating more.
Yeah. I'm 3 times his size. Not good.
Mm-hmm. You're
Wow.
Plus 20.
Jeremy is battling anorexia. Only 1 in 10 anorexics is a man.
Well, I want to inspire everyone, but especially men. Males have the same pressures as females as far as...
I may have a little pressure on his prostate.
Wow. Not anymore, but he used to. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Never could tell.
Tough to get a date these days.
But, why didn't this ever happen to a gay phone operator?
Well,
Why
he
is he the opposite
did.
extreme?
He did have an
Well, he had
eating disorder.
bulimia.
He had bulimia.
Well, that's his story. That's his rationalization for losing his teeth. He doesn't want anyone to think he's ghetto fabulous,
He
Terry.
did not eat. He'd eat a cake and throw it up. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, not eating. That's not his. That's not really in his repertoire.
Well, if he was throwing everything up, then how was he 415 pounds before the surgery?
Well,
All
your
right.
body, by the time you throw it up, your body's already digested all the bad stuff.
Well, no. You're throwing it up to try to ward off the weight gain.
But it doesn't work, is what I'm saying.
It does work, but it's a bad, terrible, destructive disease. But it works as far as keeping weight off.
Not really.
It does.
But most
People that are rail thin like this guy aren't because of bulimics. You never see a bulimic that's 90 pounds.
Bulimics are rail thin, too, a lot of times.
Doesn't usually happen. Sometimes.
The act of throwing up your food does keep the weight off, but it's very destructive and dangerous. But it does actually work in keeping weight off.
Well, why was he 400 pounds?
Who, gay phone operator? Because he wasn't bulimic. He was lying.
Well,
Or maybe he did it once, and he wants you to think that that's why he lost his tooth.
But by the time the food's already broken down, you've absorbed it all.
See you, Terry Cam, this morning, Terry.
he is. He's got a late start, but he's there.
So he wasn't on at the beginning of the show this morning like usual.
No.
He's been tearing it up with his Rainbow Coalition late
He
nights.
has.
Oh, yeah.
And he's late to the morning show party. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
He is late, but he's there.
He's there right now.
The bedhead to prove it, though.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe not being skinny, but looking ripped and muscular.
Jeremy was an adorable, healthy little boy. He grew into a ruggedly handsome young man.
Right.
His friends suggested he model.
I like seeing that I look good. I was nervous in front of the camera.
He appeared in numerous ads, many featuring his athletic body. Jeremy began working out with a passion, and he took on a chiseled physique any guy would envy.
I felt the need to be perfect in my body shape and size and muscles.
I'm 92 pounds. Are you there yet?
Yeah.
Have you reached perfect yet? Well, it was that obsessive kind of mentality, Terry.
Right.
That got him caught up in the loop. And now he's in some serious dire straits type situations. So 92 pounds, a 36-year-old adult male. I think it's a situation where, he's got to worry about his overall well-being and living from day to day.
Muscles. But it was never good enough.
Nutritionist Joy Bauer doesn't treat Jeremy, but says that obsession over body image is a common trigger in male anorexics.
The same way that women are looking at magazines and rail-thin models, men are looking at those very same magazines, men with six-packs and ripples of muscles.
Ripples of muscles.
Oh, no.
It's a tough one. It's tough. You don't want to be insensitive, but it's tough to stomach this disorder of just not eating. It's tough to feel sorry for someone, even though it is a disorder.
It's one of those, they made their bed. People don't have sympathy for drug addicts.
Right.
People don't have any kind of empathy for, they are battling a disease. Drug addiction is a disease, right? So you don't hear people going, I feel so bad, we shouldn't make fun of the drug addict. No, people don't think highly. They look down on drug addicts. If you look down on a drug addict, and perhaps rightfully so, why then do you have to be empathetic for an anorexic? They made their bed just like the drug addict did. Mm-hmm. There was a portion of time where they should have known better, and they allowed it to spiral downward. So unless you're going to be sympathetic for drug addicts, don't get on anyone who's going to condemn or be non-sympathetic towards an anorexic. All right?
Got it.
It's tough to look at the starving people in the world and feel sorry for this guy.
Right.
It just is, for whatever reason.
But, of course, you can have people that know someone that died of anorexia that are going to be all bent out of shape now. Well, then feel sorry for the guy who died from his drug addiction.
Right.
But you don't feel sorry for that guy. Oh, that guy was just living a bad life. Same thing to me. No difference whatsoever. I have some sympathy for drug addicts more than the average person. Trust me, because, as I said, no one feels sorry for a drug addict. And I have some sympathy, but then I have a little tugging in another direction of, well, how could they have let themselves get in that state?
Right. But again, when some people are just have that addictive personality to whatever it may be. And that's what they...
Well, then let's have sympathy across the board, then.
Right.
Pick a side.
I know.
Are you going to be a sympathetic person or not? If you're going to be sympathetic, you have to be sympathy. There has to be sympathy across the board. Or if you're going to be a bastard, be a bastard. But pick a side right now. Yeah, I'm going bastard. I'm not looking back.
But it's sad to see someone addicted to heroin and they know they're addicted. They know they cannot beat it. That is sad to me.
That's sad. And yet, there's a majority of people out there who go, oh, it's just scum.
Right, just a scumbag drug addict.
And that same person who says, oh, that drug addict is just scum will be like, oh, my relative died of anorexia, and don't you dare make fun of someone like that. Yeah. Shut up!
Right, but again, for the eating disorders, people are going to say they have, issues with, for whatever reason, their past.
A lot of drug addictions start because of people's issues.
Right, I
and
agree.
Depressions and problems with life.
Yes.
So, pick a side. Pick a side.
Okay, I feel bad for everybody who's addicted.
Oh, nice person, Terry. Oh, well done. I don't believe it, of course, but whatever.
Oh, wow.
Lisa's calling up already saying you should never feel sorry for drug addicts.
Whoa.
Well, that's a lot of... Lisa has the guts to come on and talk about it.
So she's going bastard side.
Lisa, well, she may have... I don't know how she feels about anorexia, but she may have sympathy for anorexics. And I say, if you don't have sympathy for one, you can't have sympathy for the other. That's my feeling on it. Doesn't make me right, but that's the way I feel. I think that makes sense. I think I always make sense. I think I make more sense than anyone in this world. How about that? Lisa, you're on the air in Redwood City. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Lisa?
I'm just fine. How are you?
Good. What can we do for you, love?
Well, I just want to say that I actually don't have sympathy for either of them because, first of all...
That's consistent, then.
Yes.
There's help. There's actually help available for each, people, those type of people. And in terms of... My strongest feeling, though, is in terms of the drug addict, what you were saying about feeling sorry for them, more so than the anorexia?
No, I didn't say more so. I just said you got to pick a side. I said if you don't have the audacity to look down on the drug addicts as scum, and then that same person is going to get on me, perhaps, for not feeling sorry for someone who's got anorexia. To me, it's the same kind of mentality that has you get into that kind of downward spiral that allows you to get in that condition.
I agree with that. I agree with that to a certain extent. But in terms of the anorexia, though, sometimes the medical condition that contributes to that, though, it's not something that you can completely control.
Well, drug addiction is something you can't always completely control if you want to really get down to...
You know what? You should have never stuck the crack pipe in your mouth in the first place.
You should have never stopped eating to the point where you were doing your body harm.
Some people cannot control that medically, though.
Why?
I think people who use...
She wants it both ways. She started out not wanting it both ways.
So people are predisposed to try drugs because they're depressed.
I don't agree with that. I think people who... My father had a drinking problem, but none of my brother, nor myself, or my sister are alcohol...
Some people start taking drugs recreationally and think they can completely keep it in control, and before you know it, lo and behold, it's out of their control. Some people go on a diet thinking, okay, I'll lose 10 pounds.
Right.
My sister's friend went on a diet. They went on diets together, both planning on losing 10 pounds. So my sister lost her 10 pounds and she stopped. This girl never stopped and got anorexic.
Right.
Well, like I said, I mean, some people need to know what their limits are, and I think once you... No, you don't. You have to realize if you have an addictive personality, like you're saying.
And no one's disagreeing with you there. I'm just saying, don't try to have it both ways. I want the world to stop feeling sorry for the anorexic people if they don't have some sympathy for drug addicts.
I agree with you on that part. I totally agree with you on that. I just was disagreeing with what you had said about how you made some sort of comment about how you feel a little more sorry for the drug addict.
I never said I feel more sorry. I never said more sorry either way. Maybe that was, I don't remember you saying that.
Yeah.
If you said that, that's fine. Lisa, we're starting to go around in circles, but thank you for the call.
Thank you.
You sound like a full-figured non-drug user, so good job.
Wow.
Not at all.
Oh, jeez.
You kind of get what she's saying, though. At some point, you tied the rubber band around your arm and put a syringe in your vein.
Yes.
At some point, you chose to do that.
And I said I don't have this unbelievable sympathetic feeling towards drug addicts. I feel a little bit sorry across the board. You gotta be consistent.
All right.
Or else it doesn't make sense. My only point is,
yes,
and I'll make it one last time for anyone who's not clear, I don't want to see anyone going around acting like they're all sympathetic for people like this dude who lost all his body weight and now is battling life and death day to day, and then all of a sudden call drug addicts scum. If you want to feel sorry for one, you got to feel sorry for the other. If you don't want to feel sorry for either, that's your prerogative too. But you can't have it both ways because it's the same mentality that gets you involved in both kind of spirals.
Right.
Now, of course, there are some vast exceptions to the general rule, but this is still the general rule.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Where to go now? Let's see here. 186. Kira, you're on the air. Hello, I still got the beauty school girls hanging on.
Really? Oh, that's right. You wanted them to kiss.
Take them off there.
I think they did kiss. Kelly, you still there?
Yeah, I am.
What's up? I thought you were going to school.
I'm on my way.
Are you on your way? How far a drive you got?
About 10 more minutes.
You guys been kissing a little bit or no?
Am I what?
You and your friend, you guys going after it or what?
No, we're not together. We are single and loving it.
Yeah, but you guys mess around a lot, right?
Why did we get off the topic of the beauty school, man?
Well, your topic is your choice, and I never made your topic my topic, apparently. And if you're going to get suspended, you're going to get suspended. You got a teacher that's riding you real hard. That's, I guess, tough luck of the draw. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
I want you to come and save us.
You want me to come down to your school and save you?
Yeah, walk in.
Should I wear a
like,
superhero cape or something like that? What do you want me to do?
Dun, dun, dun.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Should I whisk you off from beauty school? Should I pick you up in my arms and have dramatic music blaring in the background as I rescue you from beauty school? How do you see this happening?
I see it happening. I could totally see you in your briefs and a cape and like coming in there like dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I mean, I don't see this as a very difficult kind of situation. If you're not enjoying beauty school, stop going to beauty school.
I enjoy beauty school. I enjoy learning all
right, well, just ride it out until your semester is done with this lousy teacher, and then hopefully you'll get a better one next quarter or whatever you have in beauty school.
We get teacher until we're done with school, but the thing is I'm contemplating on transferring.
Listen, are you and your friend going to kiss or not?
That's all you want.
And you know what? School. How about you come over and we have a bottle of alcohol?
I want to hear two violent tongues going after it in the next 5 seconds or I'm moving on.
She invited you over. That's good.
Yeah, she did.
Wow. So if I came over, what are we going to do?
We will drink a bottle of alcohol. We'll a little party here, a little party there. Kitchen. What do you call it? Oh, okay. Okay.
I do.
All right.
Easy.
I'm in.
Easy.
Now we got a deal. But I can't air that.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
Well, enjoy your day at beauty school.
Unfortunately, I had to dump that to you because you used a word. That being the F word, in case you missed it. Terry, didn't sound like you missed it.
No, didn't miss it.
She used the F word, which, unfortunately, the FCC has a mild problem with.
Yeah.
But I appreciated it very much.
Yeah, it did a lot for me, actually. More than I thought it ever could.
We'll have to put that on our unedited DVD.
Yeah.
Too hot for radio.
Man, that That's an offer I can't refuse.
Hearing a girl say that really works for me.
Yeah.
I never thought it would. That was pretty cool.
Heat of the moment, right?
When women talk dirty in a sexual fashion, Terry, when women are just like truck driver mouths, I guess, to me, that's...
Not a big turn on.
I think that's a turn on to you, but...
Yeah, I like it.
I don't like it.
But when it's during sex.
But during sex, yeah.
Love it.
Women using the F word and all kinds of nasty words during sex, I love it.
But I believe her for some reason when she
I believe
when
her
she puts
too.
the invite out there that she wants to do that.
I gotta believe her. It's the only action I'm getting this week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I totally believe her. we can make that happen.
Wow.
By noon.
What do you mean we? I thought it was just me and the
There's two of them. You taking both of them?
Well, she only invited him over.
How many weenuses do you have?
You don't think I can handle it? You only need one. Don't you?
All right. I just weaseled myself into that deal if you haven't noticed.
Okay, well,
I'll drive.
I did notice, and that's my problem. Nico, you're on the air.
Hilarious.
All right, what's up, T-Man?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, no, I was just agreeing with you about the anorexic dudes, and I can't even believe that 10% of men are anorexic.
Yeah, that was hard for me to believe. The reporter made it seem like it was
not 10%.
It was a
of men
really
are
low
anorexic.
number. Of all the anorexics, 10% of them are men. The reporter made it seem like that was a really
lowish, right? You thought
I thought it's really high.
Right.
That is,
but she made it
that
seem...
is high. If you call yourself a man and you believe in anorexia and all of that crap, that you're not a man.
Well, I think most men would call themselves a man.
See, and that's why. So, I mean, I actually think it's probably a little bit higher, but because of this guy saying, "Oh, you're not a man because you have an eating disorder. That's only for women." Type situation.
No, it's not for women. It's for weaklings.
And women are supposed to be weaklings in this man's mind.
I guess so.
Not men.
See,
right.
What I think is like your image should not be revolved around any other images you see. You should be self-confident within yourself.
Well, that'd be nice if we all lived in the perfect little world.
Man, perfect world. I was born, T-Man, I was born with one ear, and that never stopped me from being all that I could be.
Well, I can't believe you're not anorexic.
Yeah, well,
I'm not anorexic, but no.
Yes.
I mean, I was born with a defect where when I was a kid, most kids talked about me, there's the one-ear kid.
Yeah, one ear's really all you need to hear. But anyway, so you were kind of, it was more that you looked weird than you having a hearing issue, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we all have our freaky stages in life where we all get made fun of. I had plenty of them. Still do. Anyhow, I'm glad you rose above the challenges you were faced with.
You have to.
Thank you, Nico. Take care, my friend. Take care, my friend. Now, here's a man who's anorexic, but at least he has an excuse, Terry, because he's dirt Pooh.
Oh.
Good morning, Swagger.
I'm not anorexic. Or however you
the
pronounce
fact
it.
that he's not anorexic is a miracle, Terry, because he's got not 2 pennies to rub together.
He eats grass.
And yet he manages to keep body weight on.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does he do it?
What can we do for you, Swags?
Well, I just heard that George Takei singing country music tonight, I think on NBC.
George Takei is going to, they're doing all the reality shows. They're running through new reality shows again. Like, I thought they were slowing down on creating new reality shows, but I see a lot of commercials for a lot of reality shows that you just have to realize when you see the commercial that this thing doesn't make it past 4 weeks.
Right. Isn't it the hidden talents of
celebrities?
Celebrities.
Stars, yeah. Danny Bonaducci's going to do something.
Right.
Yeah. George Takei. And
finally, they found a talent in Danny Bonaducci and George Takei and other celebrities are going to show their hidden talents, and it's going to be just mesmerizing to the millions of people that are going to tune in.
Scott Baio throws a frisbee. Yes.
So what are you're excited about watching George Takei?
It actually concerns me that he's stooping to that low of a thing to get publicity.
Well, he's had some better years in the past than he's having right now, apparently, and he needs a couple of bucks so he can eat.
Well, there's one thing also. I'm going to be losing my apartment. It's getting torn down to be made into a condo.
Uh-oh.
So you're basically warning us about a homeless status that you'll be having within how long a period of time?
Less than a year.
Less than a year. All right, that's giving you more than enough warning to try to do something to keep yourself from being homeless, right?
Yeah.
I was once living in an apartment building, and they gave us like 3 weeks to move out because they were turning it into condos. You're getting like a year's warning.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm still a poor college student.
Well, and you were a poor high school student, and after college, you'd just be a poor man.
Right. Why not get a couple of your college buddies together and
do you have any strategies now that college is kind of coming to an end for you, Schwager, believe it or not?
Yeah, it should be. What is he, 23?
How old are you now, Schwags?
I'm turning 22 in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Somewhere.
Have you come up with any strategies during your time in college on how you're actually going to make a living, or is that something you're...
Well, I still have my current job, and I still need to transfer to UW.
Okay.
I'm going for a master's.
All right. That's just prolonging having to go out and work.
Masters.
All right. Whatever.
I'm going for a master's in meteorology.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. He wants to be a professional weatherman.
All right. Well, at least you have some goals. All right?
Yep.
Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Take care.
I will.
Very exciting.
Yeah. Man, oh, man.
1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. I got tons of people waiting. And let me see what Rebecca in Redwood City wants. Good morning, Rebecca.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Hi, Rebecca.
This is a hot topic, huh? So I just wanted to say that there's kind of a difference with, I think anorexic people have more of an issue of insecurity, where drug addicts, the selfishness.
Well, there are a lot of difference between anorexic people and drug addicts. I'm not saying they're directly related in any kind of capacity. I'm just saying the mentality of allowing yourself to slip into the world of being an anorexic who now is in too deep and being a drug addict who's in too deep is a similar kind of mindset in some regards. But as far as anorexia and drug addictions go, there are tons of differences. They're not completely synonymous in any way. All right?
You can't feel sorry for those people, though, because, maybe you're an enabler at that point.
All right, well, then there you go. You picked a side. You're not going to feel sorry for either group. That's all I ask.
There's a state of being, and then there's a state of doing, and you have to be in the state of being.
Right, wonderful. Don't all lecture us now, all right, honey? Jesus.
What are you, Yoda?
Get off your frickin' high horse and go douche or do something productive.
There's a state of doing and a state of douching.
All right? Yeah. We don't need a lecture from you.
Oh, my God.
Choosing not to eat, though, sounds like a state of doing, by the way, as well.
Jeez.
No, I don't even know what her point was, but all I know is she was trying to now lecture us. I don't need a lecture! Actually, I probably could use one or two, but... 1-866-663-T-MAN. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show. Happy 17th birthday, Jamie Lynn, the world's most famous pregnant teenager, and her fiancé, Casey Aldridge.
You hear that, Terry? She's the world's most famous teenager, pregnant teenager. I wonder who's the second most famous pregnant teenager in the world. Any idea?
It's a prestigious list, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's a very high society situational list there. They call her the world's most famous pregnant teenager.
The world's most famous pregnant teenager and her fiancé, Casey Aldridge, celebrated the blessed occasion at the always popular Ruby Tuesday.
Oh, they're obviously in the saving money mode. Ruby Tuesdays. Have you been to a Ruby Tuesday, Sarah?
No, I
kind of like a TGI Friday.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Same kind of family.
All right.
Tuesday, Friday, I get the feel.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Not the highest society dining ever, let's be honest here, okay?
Got a decent meal, right?
Well, I mean, depends on your definition of decent. Sure, you get yourself a little happy hour potato skins. Can't go wrong. As long as there's a bathroom nearby, you're fine.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, it's Ruby, all right.
Can I get a box of that? No.
But did the 6-month pregnant birthday girl really go on an ATV ride afterward? Yes, and we have to believe that's not in the mommy-to-be manual.
All right, very exciting. Whatever. Anyhow, I don't even know what they're talking about there. I got the girls from beauty school calling back for a third time this morning. After they had just said the F word on the air a few moments ago, Terry. Yes.
Put it in a loving way.
I have, I got a lot of things I got to cover here. I got Kira on the line, who's... Let me talk to Kira real quick, and then I'm going to get to whatever you got there, Terry. I need new stuff this morning. We're talking too much about CPS and anorexia. It's starting to drag me down. Give me something light and lifting, Terry. Do you have anything light and lifting on your pile, or what?
Let me look. Oh, actually, I do. I have an article.
All right.
The article is entitled 10 Signs She's Flirting with You.
Oh, jeez. With me?
With you.
I don't need 10 signs, Terry.
No?
Even if there are no signs, I assume she's flirting with me. That's just the way I am in my overly confident little way here. Yeah, she's flirting with me. She wants me. Anyhow, 10 signs that it's targeted towards men. 10 signs that she's flirting with you, unless this is targeted towards lesbian women. Which is it?
Well, if you wanted to. No, it's she's flirting with you, guy. Yeah, it's that.
Well, where is the article coming from? I'm assuming it has to be a men's magazine.
Yes. AskMen.com.
Oh, it's not even a magazine. It's a website.
Yeah.
AskMen.com has
Very
come out
popular.
with a list of 10 things that she could be doing that would indicate that she's flirting with you.
Oh, yeah.
Finger in the anus.
Whoa, how about not on the list?
I think she kind of likes me. I don't know. Oh, jeez. Well, I just had the potato skins. What did you expect? You should have asked me before you started flirting with me. 10 signs she's flirting with you.
Yes.
These aren't going to be really dramatic, long, drawn-out signs, right? You can run through them pretty quick?
Yeah, I can.
Well, how many signs do you really need to
Well, you know what?
check off on your checklist to figure out if she's flirting with you? How many men really need a magazine article or a website article to figure out whether she's flirting with you?
A majority.
I think plenty. A lot of guys don't get it.
She locked my wife in the trunk. I think she kind of wants me. I think she may be flirting. I should probably let my wife out at some point, but she looks pretty good.
Just a hunch.
Mm-hmm. Is that one of the 10 signs, Terry?
No, locking in trunks things.
No locking wires in trunks?
No.
That would be, they missed one, don't you think, now that I said that out loud? Don't you think that would be one of the 10 signs that she's flirting with you?
I think that goes beyond a sign of flirting. I think that goes beyond flirting, quite honestly.
Well, then finger in the anus. Is that on the list, Terry?
That's a tad,
that also is over.
Yeah,
a little
over
bit.
the flirting.
Once that happens, the seduction is pretty much over?
I think so.
I think that's true love if a woman's prepared to go knuckle deep on you.
You don't know the hell of it.
2 knuckles deep. True love.
What about 1 knuckle?
She's really into you. Really into you. Not sure it's true love yet.
Not true love yet.
Yeah.
2nd knuckle, true love.
True love, yes.
Stop it.
Yes.
Wow.
Not good.
3rd knuckle, 98.6. Anyhow.
Marriage material.
Okay. Marriage material.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Now we know why you all of a sudden got spicy.
That's right. That's all it takes. 3 knuckles deep.
Kira?
Yes.
How are you? You're on the air. We're going to go over your list in a second, Terry. Kira's been waiting a while. What can I do for you, Kira?
I am having some trouble with money. And I know you guys were talking to that guy yesterday. I didn't catch the show this morning if you guys got to figure out what happened to his wife and everything.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm 19, and I'm going through, like, a lot of money trouble.
Oh, really? Wow. I've never heard of such a thing. 19-year-old with money problems? Aren't all 19-year-olds completely taken care of as far as making all the money that they need to have made in a lifetime, Terry?
Oh, yeah.
Aren't all 19-year-olds completely set as far as money's concerned?
Right.
19 years old implies that you have money problems. You don't have to say I'm a 19-year-old with money problems. Just being 19 means you have money problems. So why are you acting like you're all special?
Oh, well, it's just that, like, it's not just credit cards that screwed me over. Well, that helps a lot.
Well, you're in debt. And not only are all the 19-year-olds of the world, but everyone from 19 to, like, 49 is pretty much in debt right now in this world. So, again, why are you different? Why are you special? Why should we even listen to what you have to say, Kira? I mean, you're no different than anyone else who could call in right now. You got your credit cards maxed out, overdrawn, bank accounts, and all kinds of situations. Yes.
Well, like, I always listen to you guys give advice, and the people who hang up because they think that your advice is stupid and they call it you.
I don't remember that happening.
Yeah.
I think I listened to the wrong show.
I know. But, yeah, I always think that your advice is really good, so I was
you'd be right.
You guys help me.
You got a good head on your shoulders. Maybe you'll start making money sooner or later. Are you working or what?
Yeah, I'm working, but it's not, like...
It's not making a dent in your financial problems.
I took out, like, several payroll advances when I lost my job.
Yes.
And, like, I got stuck with Kirby. I don't know if you guys ever heard about the vacuum company.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they promised us $2,000 salary a month.
Yeah.
And there was a...
follow through on that promise. Is that right?
I mean, get into a few houses to get that.
There are promises, and then there are actually kept promises. And what was this company she was talking about?
Kirby. Kirby. You know, they come.
Didn't exactly keep their promise to you. Is that what happened, or what?
No, it was just what they were asking for was a lot harder than what it seemed. They said that...
Get used to it, because your employers may in the future ask a lot from you that you're not prepared to do right on the spot.
Oh, well, I was ready to do it. It's just, it was a lot more than what they said that I'd be able to have the weekends off, and they said, oh, but you get bonuses if you work 6-7 days.
All right. So did you start working 6-7 days or no?
I worked for 6 days.
All right.
I had to go to church, but that's not really helping. But
all right, how in debt are you? How much money is needed
3,000.
right? 3,000. Well, you know what? That's nice. In the grand scheme of things. If every 19-year-old out there only needed 3,000 to get themselves back, like to break even status, to get themselves out from being underwater. There are a lot of 19-year-olds that are laughing at you right now, 3,000. I mean...
People save that in the summer to go to college, That's nothing.
There are a lot of 19-year-olds that owe a lot less. There are a lot of 19-year-olds that are only $100 in debt, if in debt at all. But 19-year-olds are always with their money issues.
Yeah.
Okay?
I understand. But it's just, I get money from work and everything, but I just can't seem to hold on to it. I always spend it on stupid things, and then I look back at it, I'm like, what the hell did I do?
Well, what kind of saver do you expect to be at 19? You expect to have a ton of mutual funds? You expect to have all kinds of stocks and bonds? You're 19. If you were 29 anywhere in this situation, maybe then it becomes an issue. But you're 19. Money issues is part of the fun of being 19.
Yeah.
You sound pretty bright. The fact that you're even worried about money at 19 shows me signs that you're more responsible. You're going to church, you said. You seem like a level-headed 19-year-old more than anyone I've heard in recent days. I'm least worried about you amongst all the 19-year-olds I've ever talked to. Yes, you're $3,000 in debt. All right. So... you sound, as I said, pretty bright, so you can start getting yourself to the point where you start working that down a little bit if you're that concerned over it.
Yeah, I'm trying, but I mean, it's like there's so much...
It's depressing you that much?
Yeah, it is.
Wow. See what today, every show takes on a theme, Tara.
I know.
And because we started out with the dude with the CPS problems,
right.
Now today's show is people who are... I guess
just
over
straight
funked out. No, she's just over. She's 19.
I know.
Stop worrying so much.
Enjoy your life.
I dropped out of high school to get money in order to...
Well, that was dumb. Bad move. Anyhow, where are your mom and dad in the equation? Not that a 19-year-old can expect much at that point in life, a lot of times from mom and dad, but you have a relationship with them or no?
Yeah, I do. It's not that great.
Why? What happened? Why does your mom hate you? What happened?
Ever since I was little, they've always picked on me pretty much. And it's like, that's why I wanted
sometimes that can be called discipline. Are you sure you didn't confuse being picked on with your parents' rightful position of disciplining you?
Yeah, but I don't think that, discipline has anything to do with, like, your weight gain or anything like that.
So your mom, especially, I'm assuming, your mom would ride you hard because she felt that you were a little too chubby as a teenager?
Yeah, actually, she still thinks I'm chubby now. Well, it's not even...
All right, well, do you think maybe, even though she might have overdid it, do you think maybe it all came from a place where she meant well in trying to motivate you to lose some weight as a teenager? Do you think now, looking back on it, that you can appreciate to some standpoint as far as your mom commenting... probably in an over-the-top fashion, but doing what she did and trying to inspire you to lose weight? Or do you still hold it against her as much as ever?
Not as much as I used to. I actually wanted my health, but it's just after I told her that it got to a point that it was depressing, she still continued to do it.
All right. Whatever. See, I think you're going a little too hard on your mom. But anyway, this 19-year-old just relax a little bit, Terry?
I agree.
When I was 19, the biggest worry in my life was who's buying me beer this weekend.
Right.
I don't know anybody over 20.
Not that I'm trying to drain the responsible kind of mindset that she has. I want 19-year-olds to be responsible, but it comes a point where it becomes unhealthy. The fact that she's allowing herself to get so depressed is overdoing it.
You can go out.
10 years from now, you'll look back and laugh at how depressed you were at 19.
Relax a little bit, Kira. Is that possible or what? Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
You do? What does your boyfriend say about your just overdone kind of mentality right now? Does he tell you to just chill out a little bit?
No, because it's at the point we want to move and we can't go anywhere because my credit's pretty bad.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, so just put it all in his name.
That won't help.
I don't know.
He's a good for nothing. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
But you got a boyfriend. A lot of 19-year-olds wish they had boyfriends. A lot of 19-year-olds wish this. A lot of 19-year-olds wish that. No life is perfect, Kira. All right? And the fact that you're, as I said, focused on it means that you're prepared to do something about it. So just don't overanalyze and get yourself overly stressed out than you need to be. All right?
Yeah.
Take a deep breath. Summer's coming. Have a little fun.
Yeah, I can't do that. Fun costs money.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, well.
Jeez. No, fun's out for the summer.
No, very expensive this year.
Can't get a couple of
No fun in 08.
With the rising cost of fun, T-Man?
I think you get our point, Kira. Thank you for calling.
The T-Man Show.
Beauty School Kelly. Are you still hanging on?
Yeah.
Oh, man. She's been on all morning now.
Yeah, she has.
What can I do for you now, Kelly? This is the third time you've been on this morning. Usually I have a one-time per morning rule, but I'm breaking all the rules for Beauty School Kelly.
Yeah, too. I just want to apologize for saying that nasty word.
That's all right. It worked for me.
What?
It worked fine for me. I just couldn't air it. That's all.
Well, I also wanted to tell you guys that we got suspended for the day because we were on your show.
Oh, so now you're blaming us for the suspension. You told us you were going to be suspended regardless, and now you have a reasonable excuse for why you got suspended, because this show gets people suspended, Terry.
Oh, that's not what I'm saying, man.
You can't be on this show and expect to be in good status at your school or workplace.
Right.
Suspension's handed out as soon as you walk to the door, anywhere you go.
Man.
We are the shunned show.
No, I was saying that we walked there and he was like, ladies, and we walked into his office. He's like, oh, I heard you were on the radio. You're suspended for the day. I don't want to
So now you're making it very clear you have no plans today. So the hookup is on.
Okay, well, you should get my number. And then come get some San Ramon.
All right, hang on.
Oh, jeez.
Drive a hard bargain.
I heard that. She sure does. My arm is so twisted.
A pasty.
No, he'll blow it somehow.
How's that? No. What are you eating, pasty?
Oh, dude.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Oh, he's got cream cheese.
He's using the voice, Terry.
Yeah.
Just going to blow it for me.
Nice, the voice. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. I'm Creepy Dave. Pasty Dave.
Wow.
I'm a virgin.
I met this client of ours, Terry.
Yes.
That said, can I meet Whitey Dave?
Whitey Dave?
No, come on.
Stop it.
Is that right? Whitey Dave, yes.
Whitey Dave.
We love Whitey Dave. I'm like, well, if you love him that much, you'd call him Pasty Dave, but I'll start calling him Whitey Dave now that you mentioned it.
Whitey kind of works.
Whitey does work.
That works.
And she was on the right track, obviously.
Oh, dude.
Whitey!
Whitey!
Oh, hi, it's Dave. Oh.
Whitey! He's not answering. He doesn't know why I'm calling him Whitey. He doesn't know why. He's been on the phone.
I'm sorry.
You don't know why I'm calling you Whitey, do you?
Whitey?
Did you hear why I was calling you Whitey?
No.
All right, we'll just go with it, all right? Whitey!
Yes, T-Man.
Okay. He knows to respond to Whitey. I told a whole story as to why we should start calling you Whitey. It has nothing to do with me.
Okay, what does it have to do with?
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
You don't worry about it, Whitey.
Okay.
Whitey Dave.
Just keep using that.
All right,
voice.
Whitey David Arthur III.
Okay.
Okay.
Bluey.
Okay.
Bluey? What? She.
That's nice. Anyhow.
Oh, he's just throwing out colors.
I don't
okay,
know.
orangey.
I don't get
All
it.
right.
Terry, you said you have an article, right? 10 signs that she's flirting with you?
Yes.
We're going to get to it, I promise.
Do you think that your little beauty school girl was flirting with you?
I don't know yet. I don't.
Then you need this article.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell.
1-866-663-T-Man. Calls are always the priority around here before Terry's silly little articles. But I will get to it before the end of the segment, I promise you, Terry. We'll run through at least half of those signs. So start picking out your favorite flirting signs. Miranda, you're on the air. Okay, good. Miranda, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi, Miranda.
So that girl Kira that just called seriously needs a reality check because I'm 19 years old.
And you don't give a crap about anything, do you?
Yes. Wow.
What?
You don't give a crap about anything, do you?
No, she said she had $3,000 in medical in bills. I had $3,000 in medical bills. I've had a job since I was 13, so she needs to stop whining and do something about it.
Yeah, I don't know how you're all stressed out at 19. What are you going to be like at 28?
I know.
If you're all stressed out at 19.
I have more bills than she could probably imagine, but I don't call radio shows and whine about my problems to other people.
At 19, all I worried about was setting the alarm for dinner.
Yes. Don't miss that. You're screwed the rest of the night.
That's it. That's the only thing I worried about.
If you miss dinner in college, you're in trouble. There's no food available for the next 12 hours.
Even when I was home for summer, just sleep it all day, set the alarm for dinner, and don't worry about anything else. Everything else will take care of itself.
It's weird your dad called you
how
good for
greedy
nothing.
can you be, though?
Well, I don't know if she's really being greedy. I think she's just overly worried. Some people are just different mentalities than others, and she's just got to take a little breath and enjoy life a little bit more than being stressed out at age 19. There's plenty of time in this world to be stressed out.
Well, she said she had credit card bills. Those credit card bills, she dug herself her own hole, and payday loans, that's her own fault.
That's my job. Listen, yes, everyone's going to be in a financial situation at age 19. No one's set for life at age 19, or at least the real people of the world are going to have money issues at age 19. So, welcome to the club of everyone. All right, Kira?
No kidding.
Yes. So, Miranda, we understand where you're coming from. All right. She's 19. She has the same kind of financial situation as Kira, and she don't give a crap.
Nope. Why should you?
Just means you're 19.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Money out the wazoo at 19.
Trying to scrounge together $6 for a can of Kodiak.
Whoa.
If I made that, I was happy.
Unless you're the guy who invents Facebook, you're going to have money issues.
Right. Your last name is Olsen, first name Mary Kate.
Yeah, if your name is Mary Kate Olsen, you don't have to worry about money. But even they have issues.
Right.
Yep.
They have more issues than just about everyone their age.
Mm-hmm.
They're obviously not 19 anymore. How old are Mary Kate and Ashley? About 23?
They were rich when they were 19, though. I mean,
well, they were rich when they were 16, 13, 12.
They were almost billionaires at 16 years old.
Yeah, I know.
They're billionaires now.
Yes.
And yet, look at them. They look like they don't have issues.
Right. Yes, true.
It's not one issue, it's another. Frank has been waiting a while. Yes, Frank, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I just wanted to get on there and start to battle. Everything's been going on.
All right, listen, dude. You're on the air, but you're cutting out every other word. So I don't know if you're on speaker or whatever, but if you could find a way to make it so we can actually hear you, that's always a bonus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, your phone is cutting out. Do you have the handset on? Are you talking on a Bluetooth deal, or what's the deal?
Yeah.
Well, no, the Bluetooth thing ain't working. You gotta pick up the handset or something. Okay. You are cutting out, dude, and I want to be able to give you your time, but I'm going to have to move on unless we can actually hear you.
Okay. I'm going to get the thing out of here. If you want to come back to me in a sec, I've got a real free...
No, just do it right now. Oh, what? You got to call us back?
Yeah.
Just do what you got to do.
Okay, well, I got it going. How's the salmon?
Oh,
He's got a what?
How's the salmon?
He's got to go and eat salmon?
That's what I thought. That's part of Bluetooth. I'm buying one today.
You get salmon with Bluetooth?
Sounds like it. I got to go and eat salmon. I'll be at T-Mobile later today. Hey, where's my sandwich?
Like a nice salmon sandwich, Terry.
So good.
Where'd he go? Is he there, Frank?
It's really
What's the matter, Frank?
I'm some bandit bail bonds.
He's got a what?
He's got to go get a bail bond.
He's got to go put a bra on.
I don't know. That's really the endorsement for Bluetooth.
You go put a bra on, eat salmon, and get a bail bond, and then call us back.
It's like playing that old game of operator. You may or may not hear what the person's saying.
Pasty, I'm sorry, Whitey. Pick up on Frank and see how you could assist him, all right? Let me go to Megan. Megan, you're on the air. Hello, Megan.
Hi.
Hi, Megan. Real quick, what can I do for you? I want to get to as many calls and Terry's story in this segment. Go ahead, Megan.
Okay, so I have a best friend. He's a guy, and we've known each other like our whole lives. And he was supposed to be my first kiss, but I don't know. He didn't show up, so I kissed his brother.
He was supposed to be her first kiss, but he was late that day.
He didn't show.
He didn't show, so she wound up kissing his brother. Wow, I saw a Boys Food clip just like that.
Oh, jeez.
The other day.
Is there ever a Boys Food clip, whatever, that you can't relate to?
Oh, Terry, this one I definitely relate to. But she did a lot more than kiss, obviously. So you kissed her brother?
No, I was in his brother. I was in 7th grade, and it was my first kiss.
All right, so where are you now? What grade are you in now?
Now I'm 19.
A lot of 19-year-olds calling in today.
Yeah. I know.
But the way she says it, I'm 19. Nah.
I love that, yeah.
Hey, I have a cold, okay?
Yeah, of course. That's why you sound the way you do. I'm sure you don't sound that way all the time. Anyhow, what's the problem? Is there a problem?
We hang out, every day.
You and your male best friend?
Yes.
And now you're wondering whether you should morph it into an out-and-out relationship, or you're wondering whether you should become friends with benefits? What's your...
Well, we already have sex, but it's I don't know, it seems, I don't know, it feels weird.
It feels weird.
Maybe he's doing it wrong.
Have you had sex with his brother to find out if it just feels that way? No, you haven't had sex with the brother. You kissed the brother first, but now you're back with the best friend, the other brother, and you're having sex with this guy.
Yeah.
How often do you and your best friend have sex let's say in a given month? In the month of March, which we're now in April, in the month of March, how many times did you and your male best friend have sex?
3.
3 times.
Yeah.
How many times did you have sex total in the month of March?
3.
So you're not having sex with anyone but this guy.
Neither is he.
All right, take it easy. I didn't ask about him. I'm asking about you.
Yeah.
Relax.
Man, see, that's the theme.
Neither is he, man.
19-year-olds, relax.
A lot of high-strung 19-year-olds today, yeah.
No, and we even talked about it. We were like, well, we're pretty much in a monogamous relationship as friends, but we have sex. It's weird.
Well, maybe you're actually officially boyfriend and girlfriend, and yet you're the last ones to know. It sounds like if you're very close and you're best friends and you're having sex 3 times a month, what would be different if you guys decided to become officially boyfriend and girlfriend? What would change?
We'd have sex a lot more than that.
A lot more, yeah. I was thinking that, but I mean, aside from that, what would really
Absolutely
change?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the difference about you guys making it official or not? You could have had sex 19 times last month and...
But she doesn't want him to see other people, right? I mean, that would change. Right?
He's not seeing other people anyway. He'd start seeing other people if he was if he was her official boyfriend.
No, I'm just saying maybe he is now, but she doesn't know that.
No, he's not. She said clearly he's not seeing other people.
Well, we're together. We hang out every single day.
You hang out every single day, but you're only having sex 3 times a month. So if you were to make it official that you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you would...
Well, then I'd have sex, every day.
Then you'd have sex every day. So that's all that...
I mean, he's not my boyfriend, so I mean, it's
I know, that's all that will change. That sounds like a good enough reason to me.
But why don't you guys do it every day? I mean, are you guys do you have remorse?
They're not boyfriend and
I know,
girlfriend.
but do you have remorse after you do it? Well, if you're going to do it once, why would you do it 100 times? What's the difference?
If you're going to do it 3 times a month, why can't you do it, and you're with each other every day, why can't you do it 31 times a month?
Well, because, I don't know, it's just...
That would make me a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Maybe
You what?
I don't know how to explain it, because he's not my boyfriend. We do it as friends.
I got that. Yes.
Neither one of us are having sex with anyone else.
Now we will fornicate as a friend. Come here.
So it's hey,
how do you know the difference?
Why? You said the sex is weird. Why do you think the sex is weird? Does he got a small little dilly or what? What you said?
The situation is weird. The sex is weird.
That's why.
Oh, the sex physically isn't weird, but when you guys actually do have sex 3 times a month, it just feels weird because you're
only supposed to be friends,
we're
right?
only friends, and we're such good friends. So I feel like I could potentially be ruining a friendship.
Okay, now when you guys have sex, would you categorize it as love-making, passionate, kind of soft, sensual sex, or is it violent, hardcore, throw each other around sex?
It depends on the sex. We've had love-making sex, And then we've had, like, really hardcore sex.
Tell me about the hardcore sex. What do you guys...
Did you see this homeboy's food, too?
What do you guys...
And stuff, and, like, spanking and...
Spanking?
And, like, hair pulling. It was really intense.
He likes to pull your hair? Do you like your hair being pulled?
Yeah, and I pulled his hair, but he cut his hair off, so...
Do you like it pulled hard? When you oralize him, do you like your head being pushed down?
Are you asking for a friend?
Really? Stop.
I'm just wondering. I want to find out the scope.
Most women
the
probably
scope of this
love
friendship.
that.
Some girls do more now than ever.
I don't know what you're saying by push down.
Push down
Like
on her
force
head.
the situation.
A lot of girls don't like when a guy is pushing
Right.
on her head. But
Just let us be.
some girls are requesting that now.
Really?
Do you like when a guy pushes down on your head? Yes or no?
No.
Kind of force the issue a little bit more.
No.
You don't like that. You tell him to
And
stop.
I've never gone down on him. And
Oh,
he's
really?
never gone down on me, because that's like a very, like,
Well, you-
boyfriend-girlfriend thing to me.
Sex is not a boyfriend-girlfriend thing, but if you were to start getting...
No, sex is, no, that's different.
Mm-hmm. Do you like tongue kiss? Because they say that's the real ultimate sign of sensuality. Is like hookers will have sex, but they won't tongue kiss.
Well, we do it, like, every day.
You tongue kiss every day.
Yeah.
Wow, you got a good little friendship going on there.
Yeah.
So does he.
Mm-hmm. You need
I
any more friends?
Are you taking apps?
Well, she doesn't like the forceful head thing, so...
Taking applications,
Oh,
yeah, but
wow.
that would be a deal breaker as far as my friendship with her. She's got to be open to me, like...
Doing that.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Deal breaker? That's a deal breaker. Absolutely. I don't need friends that bad. What is it about that? Just naughty. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of like it too.
Yeah.
It's just a force thing. I'm in control. I've got power.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All that.
Do daddy like this.
Megan, it's your call on whether you should take it to a huge next level with this guy and become boyfriend and girlfriend. Actually, it doesn't really sound like things are going to be that different, to be honest. You guys have been best friends forever. You guys have been having sex. All that'll change is he'll get a little more action from an oral standpoint, and you guys will just do it more frequently. Other than that, doesn't seem like much is going to change. That's not going to be a dramatic difference, believe it or not.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
It sounds like you're leaning towards wanting to be his girlfriend, but it's probably him that's holding it up more than you. Am I reading you right, or what? Will you admit that?
Well, he's the one that's more affectionate towards me.
Me.
I have
You're really naughty 19-year-old, aren't you? Oh, boy. So you request to him, you won't let him do what I said earlier, but you asked to have your hair pulled. You request that.
Well, no, it's going to happen. It was like a very intense little... I don't know.
Now, do you know, on the 3 times a month when you have sex, do you know ahead of time whether it's going to be one of the more violent kind of throw each other around kind of sexual experiences, or more the love-making type, or do you just not know until you're about 10 minutes at least into it?
Yeah, it's going to happen however it does.
What usually determines whether it's going to be one of those sensual, so loving love-making sessions, or it's just going to be a knockdown, drag-out deal?
I'm guessing booze.
Yeah, kind of, sometimes.
Your alcohol level?
Sometimes.
You like to drink a lot?
No.
Are you interested in any other guys when you go out and guys like hit on you? You interested at all or no?
Kind of.
You are. So you are.
I mean, it's just like I kind of compare guys to him because, I don't know.
So one might say that you're in love with this guy.
Ooh.
Well, we tell each other we love each other every day.
But.
Every day. Love it.
But like love.
We tell each other we love each other every day.
Not friend love.
Have a call.
I always make the last word in my sentence a 16-syllable word.
That's why I watch The Hills. They're full of them.
Every day. I love it. So naughty. All right, well, do what you want. All right? Thanks for the call.
Okay.
Get back to us and let us know what you decided, okay? You don't want me to make the call for you, do you? I mean, are you telling us that it's completely in your court, that if you tell him, yeah, I want to be your girlfriend, that it's a done deal?
No.
All right, then you know what? Don't put yourself out like that, because you may say, yeah, I'm ready to be your girlfriend, and he'll say, nope. Just keep things as they are, unless he's the one who suggested first. Has he been suggesting he wants to take it to the next level, or just you thinking this?
I don't know. It just pisses me in public now.
All right, so you don't mind it, do you?
No.
All right.
Just call yourselves boyfriend, girlfriend, and have a great day.
Yeah.
Why can't you pull the trigger on that?
All you 19-year-olds just need to chill out a little bit.
just...
Don't overthink things. My gosh, you're going to miss out on the best part of being a 19-year-old.
I already have a career, so I mean, it's like I'm kind of above that.
Above that.
Yeah, I love that.
Stop being so above everything at 19. You're not supposed to be above anything at 19. You're missing the point on being 19.
I agree. You don't need a career at 19.
You don't need a career. You don't need money. You don't need responsibility. You're supposed to be 19.
I'm working a lot now so that I can have fun later.
All right, later. All right, well, I'm glad you called, and I hope you keep in touch, all right?
Okay.
Stay in close contact with us.
All right.
And call us a lot, too. All right.
Okay.
Off the air, preferably. I'm sure CEOs running around going, crap, somebody get Megan. We are in trouble in this company.
I got a career.
Right. Hey, man, they're all on the hills. You got to watch it. You'll definitely get your fix.
Who the hell wants a career at age 19?
I don't know.
It's the last. It's like a disease at 19 to have a career.
I was washing pans at Little Caesars Pizza. I didn't think that was a career.
19, I'm making $7 an hour.
God. Didn't even allow me to have a radio in there. Serious the rules.
Scorched.
Oh, no, I got a career.
I already have that. I'm going to have fun when I'm older.
He's all of a sudden started kissing me in public. I'm like, oh, that was weird.
Boy, you realize we had sex earlier in the day, right? Okay. Can't be that weird.
Man. Love these 19-year-olds, Terry.
Gosh.
When I was 19, I loved 40-year-olds.
Yeah?
40-year-old women.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm in my mid-30s, I love 19-year-olds. Yeah, baby.
Minus the having to sit across from them at a dinner. Minus that part.
And 40-year-olds. I still like them, too, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So you're just taking everybody.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's the kind of women I like the most, the ones that are into me.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
And the ones that aren't into me.
You like them, too.
I like them all.
The T-Man Show.
Oh, yeah.
I know, dude.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
I see you guys. I see you. Mm-hmm. Is she really getting that tight?
She's got a nice little muscle up there. It's a nice little ball on her bicep.
I'll put it nice.
Oh, jeez.
Jerry,
Yes,
I guess
sir.
the reference that is being made here is that your little kickboxing class that you teach in a cutesy little fashion is paying off because as I raced back into the studio, I noticed that Hotshot Scott was admiring your harder, more chiseled body. Is that a direct relation to your newfound excitement in the workout world, or what?
Sure, yes.
Have her give a flex on Terry Cam. Take off the sweatshirt.
How long have you been teaching this class now, and is it going to go on for the foreseeable future, or is there going to be a time period where you say, on this day I will stop and start doing other things on my Thursday nights?
I enjoy it. It's fun. It makes me do my cardio, so it's beneficial to me.
So because you have the responsibility of teaching the class, you know you're always going to be there.
Yes.
So that's what it takes for you to show up to an aerobics class. You have to teach the class.
Oh, man.
Well, it's a good excuse, and
Otherwise, I
it's
ain't
so
going.
easy to say, if you get all lazy and stuff, sure, it's easy to do that.
Got it.
So if you're in the instructor position, then,
If you're what?
if you're in this instructor position.
Oh,
if you're-
position. I got it, yeah.
Then you're kind of, forced to do that, so it's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
How about
There you go. If you're having trouble keeping up with your commitment to working out, become an instructor.
Yeah.
Did you have the qualification? All right. Anyway, I'm not going to get too deep in this. Anyway.
Yes, I had to go get certified and all that.
All right, let me give something away to end this program. Let me give away pretty much all that we have on a day-to-day basis, a 3-pack of CDs. We have our prize closet slammed with all CDs that all the record labels send us on a regular basis, and they're very kind to do so. So we, in turn, give them to you. First caller. Rainbow Coalition for Life. 1-866-663-T-Man. I'm sorry I never got to Joe, who's upset that he failed his employment test because it showed up that he had marijuana in his system.
Well.
If he calls back tomorrow, we can figure something out with him. Jeanette, who was hanging on in Belmont, I apologize. Frank, he was calling back? The guy who had the bad connection? Frank, call us tomorrow with the same connection kind of thing going on. All right, Frank?
Okay, that sounds
Oh,
good.
you do see how much better you sound?
Oh, my gosh.
Frank, we can actually talk to you now. You understand what I'm telling you? You call us on Bluetooth.
Yeah, we're not talking about fish or anything else.
Yeah. Frank, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm here.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm sorry. I hear you very well. Almost too well. Sorry I didn't have the time. I'm sorry I ran out of time, okay?
Okay, hey, I'll give you a call back tomorrow. I got good info for you I'd like to lay down on the radio here.
Oh, that's what we do then. That'll work out well. Okay. Just by coincidence. 1-866-663. T-Man is the number to call. First caller, a 3-pack of CDs is yours. You're on the air. Let me clear the lines. That person is really going to be pissed. Yeah, the lines are now being cleared officially. Oh, geez.
Well, hello?
Yeah, now they're officially cleared.
Yeah.
Now! Let me clear them again. The first caller, starting now! Yes. 7-second delay. Is going to win.
Elusive J.
1-866-663 T-Man. And the first caller is... Who's this?
Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
Dominic?
Dominic, from where?
San Jose?
What's up, bud?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good. What can I do for you?
I'm in to see if I can win some CDs.
Have you ever won before on the show, Dominic? You sound familiar.
No, I haven't.
Have you ever called the show before?
Once.
To do something completely different than win something?
I was just calling in to talk about a TV show before.
What TV show? Why would you...
The lie detector show.
Oh yeah, the biggest lie, truth. What is that show called? You watch it all the time.
I do watch it.
Moment of Truth.
Moment.
We were talking about Moment of Truth one morning.
That is.
That was the only... It's what?
It's done now. It's till next season.
That's the only time you've ever called this program before in the past.
That is the only time I've ever called before.
And now, your fingers, the fastest in the West, has you in the prime spot of winning 3 CDs. Dominic, how does that sound?
Yay, Dominic.
That sounds really good, man.
That sound really good, Dominic?
Yes, it does.
That going to make your day a little extra, give a little extra kick to it, or what?
That does make my day a lot better.
Oh, a lot better. Wow, I didn't think it would go that far.
Because I've been working since 2:30 this morning.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, what do you do?
I'm a delivery. I do deliveries.
That's a weird... I mean, sometimes you do the graveyard shift. When I did the graveyard shift, I had to show up at 10:30, and my day was done at like 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of a... If there's any, like, true overnight standard hours, that seems... If there's any such thing as standard overnight hours, I would think mine was more on point with typical overnight hours.
Right.
But you don't know what you are. If you start work at 2:30 a.m., are you a graveyard shift? Are you the morning shift? What the hell are you?
Setting your alarm for 1:30, bad.
Or is it like third shift or something like that?
Wow, that's interesting. Well, Dominic, it sounds like a hardworking man has just had a nice little tiny moment here happen to him. Congratulations to you.
Dominic.
Thank you.
What kind of CDs can we throw your way? Anything that you want to have in that 3-pack?
The Sean Kingston CD.
Perfect.
I haven't gotten that one yet.
Easily done.
All right.
Even if we have to go out and buy it for you, I'm almost positive it's got to be somewhere in the prize closet. No problem.
All right, thank you.
Hang on the line, Dominic.
All right.
Well done.
Starting work at 2:30 in the morning is begging your employees to just try to hammer through the night and come in without any sleep. That's bad. That's a bad time to start.
That's a weird time to start.
Oh, I have to be at work in 45 minutes. Okay.
What's your favorite radio station, Dominic?
The T-Man Show on 94.9.
Oh, is that where that? Okay. Yes. Pasty, a winner. Nice guy, it sounds like.
Woo!
Dominic.
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
Enjoy your muscles.
Oh, I will.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
The T-Man Show.